the broadcast, but let's get over here. Hi, everybody. Assuming you're out there.
Hi, assuming.
Hey, Halloween and stuff.
Yay.
It's not Halloween yet, but it's our Halloween party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having a party. Everybody's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, did I just say that? I didn't shave on purpose, see? So that's part of the Halloween costume.
Oh, there you go.
That's just
I didn't either.
Yeah.
On my face or anything.
Silence, you bubble-headed booby.
Bubble-headed. The bubble-headed booby comes on at 5.
How the hell am I going to drink this shit?
You need a straw. Oh, you got a straw.
Don't you have, yeah, you need a flip-up thinger.
This oil bath is going to feel so good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Some robot icy skin.
Oh.
Huh.
And what did stupid boy forget to do?
Yeah, my feedbot.
What did stupid boy forget to do?
I forgot to put these stupid ass things in.
Oh.
Anyway. Is something not working?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
no, I'm just getting. Yeah, my earbuds, I got to put them in so I don't get that echo crapola.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, put your glockenspiel away.
So I had an interesting weekend.
Oh.
My ex-wife and ex-son came over with her mom. It was my mother-in-law too, and they stayed kind of the weekend for Randy's wedding.
Ah.
All the way in Hilliard. If you don't know what Hilliard is, okay, if Florida's shaped like a gun, we live in the Hammer, you dig? So the St. Mary's River separates us, Florida, from Georgia, but it does this, a dipsy-do, if you remember what Florida looks like on the northeast. So Hilliard, if you're in Hilliard, the Georgia line is to the west of the town, up across the river, instead of the north like it is everywhere else in the state. Are you there?
Yes, we're listening.
Keep talking, boy.
We're just
So it was
dumbfounded.
so it was a really weird weekend. It was really weird because at the wedding, the family, Randy's family, you know, is on the first row, right, with the assigned seats.
Mm-hmm.
So Randy's mom and dad, then Gracie, Josh, me, and then his aunt and uncle on the first row. And before the wedding, I'm like at the table, you know, outside with a, you know, some Jack and Coke with, you know, my mother-in-law. And you've got to figure when they split up right before I got married, so they hated each other. There wasn't any communication there. The only time I saw them together was at Gracie's brother's funeral. But even then, I don't think they talked or anything. So it was pretty weird because I'm talking to, you know, my mother-in-law at the table. And then here comes Pop. And so all of a sudden, all three of us are sitting there just talking church politics. It was so weird. So they kind of made up. So it was that part was weird. And after the wedding, we had an assigned table for the reception, and it was just family, and I was there with just the family. It was just like it was 2010 all over again. It was a very weird feeling. And Randy was just so glad. He kept hugging me, and because his dad died, and he says I'm the only dad he has left. And I don't know. It was a special weekend. It was neat.
That was nice that he gave you a hug and said that. That was cool.
Yeah, Randy's cool. He's got a little boy.
Oh, yeah.
They've been together for 20 years,
Wow.
but and they got a son and everything, but they just decided to tie the knot. But yeah, it was a neat night, you know.
That's cool. least there wasn't any family drama going on. That's nice.
No, it went pretty good. And
should've-
Gracie's aunt, she's married to this guy that kind of looks like a younger Colonel Sanders, and he had a double bow tie there. He had a very like smooth skin, his face, and he was a handsome man. He looked like Hollywood, and I found out he was 95 years old, which was pretty wild.
And that was
So-
a younger Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, he looked younger than Colonel Sanders, yet he was 95 years old. So if you're ever afraid of being 95, just know that if you got the right genes and take care of yourself, maybe you'll be like a young Colonel Sanders. He was even driving the car, which was kind of funny. But, what can you...
Did they
So, yeah,
supply?
it was do what?
Did they supply you with enough chicken?
I had ham.
Oh,
They had chicken. You could have chicken or ham, but it had the chicken had some greasy goop on it. I think they call it brown gravy. I don't buy pork because I don't. You know this. I don't eat animals that have cute butts. But if ham is there, like at a party or something, I will have it because it's my only chance to have it.
wait, you think a pig has cute ass?
They have cute butts. So do dogs. So I've never eaten a dog. Now cat, they don't have cute butts. So I might eat a cat.
Go for it, Willie. Ha!
Anyway, they had a good
That was
weekend. They
Alf.
left out on Sunday. Josh got a speeding ticket for going over 90 or something.
Oh, jeez.
Must have really wanted to get back to Illinois. I have no idea why, but he loves it there.
Mm.
They did see the movie.
Cool. Nice.
So I had an interesting weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly even more interesting than that. It was
Speak
last
up,
night.
please.
What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It's you got to figure I'm hearing this through a helmet and a fan. So
So my daughter and I decided to watch a movie, and we watched Final Destination, the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cute.
And Allie Larder was in it, and I had forgotten all about her.
Ah.
She's attractive. That's pretty much my
Mhm.
whole.
even though her mouth is shaped sort of like a Christmas tree,
I wasn't looking at it.
Sexy Christmas tree.
Final Destination, is that where they keep running into death scenarios or something? And
Yeah, they were supposed to die in a plane crash, and so death keeps coming after them to finish.
yeah,
Oh,
I saw
okay.
one where a truck that was involved or something. Let's see.
Yeah,
that
with
was the
pipes
next
in the
one.
back.
Basically, they cheated fate, so fate was out to get them to take care of it. It wasn't like the fate was evil; it just had a job to do, and they went against what was, what fate had intended. So it would do everything to try to kill them.
Now my daughter's even going to be more nervous because there's a paper mill on the island, so we have constant Final Destination lumber trucks driving through town.
Yeah. I liked the first one. We saw the second one. I didn't like it. I'm kind of anti-sequel altogether, except for Terminator 2 was good.
I had a friend that told I asked if Ali Larder was in all of the Final Destinations because we bought the box set. He said no, and so I figure I'll just get a poster of her and hang it next to the TV.
There you go.
There you go.
And then I can watch anything I want. Really, doesn't even have to be good.
And then you can go to the store and get some of those, trim LED strips, put it around the poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe light some candles underneath it.
Why don't you just cut a picture of her face and tape it to the TV?
There you go.
If you're real high tech, you can have her face move around with the other star who plays, the lead role.
I don't think there was other people in it. I think it was just her,
Oh.
from what I remember.
Well, nobody's in chat yet.
No, I am.
It's probably for the best.
Probably for the
Did you
best.
poop?
Yeah.
Wait until he echoes it. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The problem with being a robot is I can't look at my cheat sheet to see things I write down to say on the show.
Guess you'll have to, Ad
But if
lib.
I start bitching about AI, it should be pretty funny.
Yeah, there you go.
Bitching about
And
AI.
you can't get on the internet now because every website you go to, are you a robot?
I know, right? I can't, and I won't be able to press that thing down either.
I am not a robot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get past them not a robot stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying earlier that I Googled, can I replace my smart thermostat with an old-fashioned thermostat? And the results were yes, you can replace your old-fashioned thermostat with a smart thermostat, and that annoyed me. And then I looked a little farther, and it said, we searched for can you replace an old-fashioned? Would you like to search for what you actually typed in? Can I replace a new one with an old-fashioned one? And I said yes, and I clicked it, and the results said yes, you can replace an old-fashioned thermostat with a new one.
Oh,
I have websites
Now,
ask me if I'm a robot, and I just go yes, and it lets me in. So
oh, okay. Yeah, nowadays, what the heck? It's like, and yeah, I've discovered something. I mean, I've got this old TV set that I'm using as a computer monitor, and it's great. And I was actually able to fix it a few years back. I got a used part, a little motherboard thing from a guy on eBay, and it actually worked. So hopefully this thing will last for a while. But if it ever dies, I'm going to have to get something because now I'm used to having two monitors. Now, going back to one is just not going to be in the cards. The most expensive thing is an actual computer monitor that has a display and nothing else. Less expensive is a dumb TV, which has a display and a tuner, but it's less expensive. But if you go from a dumb TV to a smart TV, it is 1/3 or 1/4 of the price. So adding the smart crap cuts the price by 75%.
Yeah.
Explain that
I
one
had a
to me.
smart TV and I took it back to Walmart as soon as I hooked it up and got a dumb one that was refurbished.
Tim helped me hang up my 65-inch plasma that I've had for 15 years. And up on the wall, it kind of like, man, that's kind of small nowadays. But it's a TV, and I watch it. It doesn't watch me, so I'm keeping it.
So if I had to get a new TV, I'd be pretty much forced to get a smart one. But then what you do is there's a little camera. You find the little camera and tape over that.
Yeah.
And then there's a microphone. And sometimes they'll give you an option to switch the microphone off. So they do that. Or you can go into the software and supposedly switch off the mic. Yeah, the mic's off. Tape that, or
really?
find the mic and tape that over too, and then just tape everything.
They really do that with smart TVs? Are people spying?
Well, that's what they're for.
If you know where the camera is, then it's hard to get past the electrical tape you put over it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no, that'd be the first thing.
Yeah.
They do that even before it comes out of the box.
Yeah.
I wonder if you put it in front of a mirror and had it watch itself, if it would get dumb.
What are you doing, Timmy?
He's being a robot.
Robot mishap.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you poop your armor?
Can you hear me at all?
Did
Yeah.
My voice box dropped on the floor and all the batteries fell.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh, of
That's
course.
embarrassing.
Yeah. I hate
And
I did that in public once.
Mr. YouTube algorithm, Mr. YouTube algorithm, the movie behind me was made in 1922. It is public domain. It is
Over 100
103
years.
years.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I didn't realize they were able to just the film behind you and run it, have it recognized in an algorithm.
It's happened to me twice now.
That doesn't make any sense because
Once for a movie made in 1933.
I've seen people who will put stuff up on YouTube and alter it a little bit, like maybe have the picture angled a little differently, or they'll put it back in a little different frame and get by
Right.
that way. But
No, they changed that.
now
This is
I just
recent.
think there's lines going through it.
Yeah. Because they did that. I watched, you remember the TV show Wise Guy with our friend Ken Wall and Tony Ganios. And there was that one story arc that they had Debbie Harry and that guy. And it's used like actual music throughout the thing, so it's not available on DVD. There's nothing, just old Clarence and his issues, you know. And somebody put it up on YouTube inside a frame, and so there's like a theater around it and all that crap. So I was able to watch it for the first time in like 30 years. Wow. But even that kind of thing you can't do anymore. Oh, and Tim Curry was in it. It was a great, arcs. It was in the middle of a season. They would have like a story that began and then ended.
You seen what how Tim Curry is now? He had a stroke a couple of years ago.
Poor guy.
Really is in bad shape.
Yeah.
But
I think he said he refused to die until people forgot about Rocky Horror because he doesn't want that picture in his obituary.
Speaking of Ken Wall and Tony Gagnos.
Leave the kid alone.
There's a strike.
Now you got to pay him. Oh, wait a second. Pay his estate $50.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Yeah.
I said, Steve, you can use that sound clip all you want in your show now.
Oh,
I don't know if you have to pay his estate $50 now.
Yeah, pay his estate $50.
Damn it.
I think we could read Lovecraft stories.
Oh, yeah, like his cat. Now, you just can't say his cat's name.
Oh, really?
Ow.
So I have
don't attack.
Ghost story, but I'll wait to tell it. I have a real ghost story that happened to me.
I love ghost stories.
Darren had these evil ass goats in his backyard.
Oh, I've got goat stories too.
Oh, goats. I thought you said ghosts.
I did. I have ghost and goat stories.
Oh.
I ain't afraid of no goat.
I don't have ghosts and goat. I don't have a story that has both of them in it, though.
Yeah.
Ghost goats.
Ghost goats. No, but for a ghost goat, it'd be more like.
I went to an appropriate section in my book, for useless facts, and I think I'll start off with one. It says, in the 1700s in London, you could purchase insurance against going to hell.
Did anybody collect?
It didn't stop you from going to hell. It just paid you money if you did.
Yeah. How are you supposed to verify if you went to hell?
Back in those days, the rich Victorian women ate people because it was supposed to keep them young. Well, they ate ground up mummies, which is eating people.
Don't ground up my mummy. Boo. 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 Oh, excuse me. At least I tickle myself.
There you go. Wasn't that a song back in the 80s? When I think of you, I tickle myself.
Tickle myself. Big Bob asked me a question. This coming Saturday on Memory Lane, I'm going to do songs with Davids as the artist. Because at the 2 seconds at the end of the show last week, I don't have a theme for next week. So Davids just came to my mind. I said, okay, we'll do songs with Davids. And then Big Bob asked me, emailed him and said, is that going to be Davids or Daves? I'm like, does it matter? I got David, I got Dave, I got Davey.
Don't forget the David.
The David, yeah. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of those in the 1 hour file.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, what?
You should have songs by the David from my Fun Hour folder.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, I think I do.
Why didn't I think of that?
I think.
I'm back.
All right.
I'm front.
Okay. No, I was just saying, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. It's a good idea. I'm glad you came up with that, Timmy.
What?
Nothing.
This ain't gonna work out because I have trouble hearing you guys.
Huh? What'd you say?
You missed some of the best stuff.
Yeah. Show's over with already. Where you been?
What?
Huh?
It's a little better.
All right.
Oh.
Now this guy, he's in a little hotel or whatever, and look at the bed there. That's not a bed if you have a habit of rolling out. I don't know why it's 8 feet in the damn air.
I'm just wondering why he's wearing girl slacks.
This is like the 1830s or something.
I'm fortunate. I'm the fortunate one of you guys.
Why is that?
I can't see Tony's movies.
Oh, okay.
Something about vampires on Viagra. I thought I saw
Yeah.
something like that.
By the way, I got a special message to play later on from somebody about BabbleGab.
Wow, cool.
Just say it.
He just said later on.
It's a message from a president.
Ah,
All right.
The
That
president
film.
of the Caterpillar,
Yeah.
rebranded Future Butterflies of America.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah. See, President Trump listens to our show or watches our show.
Nice. Hey, you know what? You said Ellen did too. Degenerate. That she said she listened to your.
Oh, that was
morning
years
show.
ago. Somebody
she
was
was in
screwing.
chat.
Yeah. I swear, yeah. And I said something, I don't know, I made some gay joke, I guess, and whoever it was really in it. And got really offended. But before she left in a fuss, she requested a song, or it requested. I don't know. So when it gets uncrazy in here later on, I'll play it.
Ah, okay. Because all I hear now is Vicky and the dog.
So darn, have you gotten to a point where you're like comfortable in your new house?
No, I've got everything moved in now, so that's good. So I don't have anything in storage. Everything's here, and we're just unpacking stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to find out where you get some of that blurry furniture. I'd like to give me some blurry furniture.
Yeah.
It's bespoke.
And you don't have to unpack all the boxes. I still got boxes from 25 years ago.
Yeah. I got stuff in the garage that's been out there for a year.
I'm still missing my good Blu-ray player, so I want to find that.
Yeah, they're getting hard to find.
Oh, I think you can still buy a state-of-the-art one at Walmart for like $20 now.
Yeah, mine was supposed to be able to skip some of the unskippable stuff. I don't know that ever panned out.
Just skip the unskippable stuff.
Wait a second. I'm a realize I'm the most high-tech thing in the world, and I'm holding the speaker like a 1920 telephone so I can hear it.
Or you could just take the helmet off.
Wouldn't be the
Then you
point.
could be half a robot.
Why don't you take your wig off, Steve?
I would. I've been trying to get it off and it won't come off.
Then you would just
Actually,
kind of like,
I haven't seen your costumes or anything.
This is it. Godstalk as is. I also have this, see?
How come last time we did a
can't see
Halloween, you had a cool wig, you were going as a total like polka and stuff.
You know, I went to 2 different Halloween places and I couldn't find squat.
You do what? Are your costumes disposable? You throw them away after Halloween?
I didn't want, well, the wigs have been in the garage for a year and a half, so I didn't want, those probably moldy and stuff, so I got those.
So that doesn't mean they're moldy.
And I didn't want to go look through the garage.
You spray them with peroxide if they're moldy.
I almost was gonna do hoodoo from the like the waist up,
Mm-hmm.
but that'd been too much work. I
I
had
was
to shave
speaking
her.
of, well, that's not really hoodoo, but I put the new transfer on today, this morning.
Yay, yeah, I saw that was funny.
Thank you. It's the one with Allie where she made her comeback as
Oh,
as
good.
Witchy Who. We call her Witchy Who instead of Witchy Poo for
Oh, did she marry
since this
hoodoo?
isn't a crop parody anymore. We decided to try to see if we can make her just a reoccurring character in our world. So that's her sister, like her Witchy Poo's twin sister.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you got to change hoodoo to like doohoo.
We did it with Steve Arini, my dad.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, spoiler alert in case you haven't seen.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
What?
I'll still watch it. I didn't
Yeah.
see
You
it.
can't
You
tell
better.
people about Steve Arini?
Well, it is kind of something that's we're saving for. It is a spoiler.
Yeah.
No, we can tell people about Steve Arini, but we can't really just tell the thing I just spilled, his relationship with Terry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna have Steve Arini in this Transformer, So yeah, I still like to use him.
Yeah, well, that was a bad time. Sister
Well, we
passed
got
away.
next year.
Oh, good. How's that for on top of her?
Well, you could do a Steve Arini Christmas thing for Christmas.
How Steve Arini stole Christmas?
There you
Well,
go.
I would like to do a Christmas one. I was thinking of Tony doing his Santa Claus. Doing like a Christmas. Yeah, remember when Terry got stuck in the chimney and you were coming down the chimney?
Yeah.
There's something stuck up in-
So get this, Josh had an idea because Josh, he was able to like put a down payment on a car just because of his Patreon for his podcast.
I didn't know he did a podcast. I'll have to check
Yeah,
that
it's like
out.
a true crime thing he does with his friends, but they actually make money and have fans.
Well, I like to hear it sometime. Is it video or audio?
I think it's video,
Okay.
but I don't know, Steve. Good question. I didn't really. But anyway, he saw some of the Transforma stuff, and I know Tony teases me about it being a fetish thing, but he's like, shit. If you do a Patreon and like put like uncensored things, he said, when you make your millions of dollars, make sure you think of me. Like he's really thinks that if Transforma has a Patreon, that would.
Oh, you might be able to do a little more risque stuff.
Yeah, I don't know Patreon's rules, but and Darren had mentioned too. Even if not, I could put like This is like if I lose my job. I could put like every other Transforma on Patreon and try to make money that way.
We should put BabbleGab on Patreon.
You what? Huh?
I said we should put BabbleGab on Patreon.
But I don't want to do that thing that I did last Halloween because it took too long to wash that shit off. And Tony was scarred for life.
Yeah.
You talking about what you did with your eyes?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, he must have done something I didn't see. Okay. I think I remember.
Nobody wanted to see it.
I think I remember. Okay, it was a little lower than the eyes, if I remember.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
In my defense, it didn't start off that way. I was an elf with armor instead, just a gold elf with armor and stuff.
Well, what I want to know is how that got past YouTube, though. That's what.
I think their AI or the thing has a trouble with like that. If it's a different color like that.
Because I can remember now. End of Black Act 1. That's funny.
Yeah, because no, YouTube, they put, like, chicks will put body paint footage up on there, or there will actually be people who it's like, this is artistic, like nude photography, and then it's okay.
Yeah.
You can put age restricted on it.
But I've seen where girls have like painted clothes on them, and you can still see their boobs and the hoo-hoo and everything.
Yeah, I think it's.
Pally Larder.
I think when it blurs a line like that, you just can't get monetized stuff like that, which we aren't any. Well, not like we're. But anyway, for the Transforma, it's definitely an idea.
Yeah. Maybe I should monetize the morning show.
There you
What?
go.
Should monetize the
morning
morning
show.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get, yeah.
And I knew I was forgetting.
Go ahead.
One second, please. I knew I was forgetting something, but I couldn't remember what I forgot. I forgot to get the rest of my coffee, so I'll be back in just a minute.
Obi-taby.
Yeah, Gracie's mom had woke up before everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm whispering to her, but she's hard of hearing and didn't have her hearing aid on. So I'm like, would you like some? And she's asleep, kind of, and then I woke her up because, I'm having to yell. Good morning, lady.
Morning. Hey, did Josh get his old bedroom back?
No, this is his old bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Gracie actually slept in here.
Oh, okay.
Josh had the couch, and then the second day when when Gracie's mom went away, then he had the guest room.
So when Gracie was in that room, did she bang on the drums all night?
She was banging on something.
I still can't get over the sissy clothes they wear in these movies back then.
You're wearing sissy clothes? I can't
Yeah, I'm
see
wearing
her.
sissy. Yeah. I'm not wearing anything below the shirt.
I think Wrangler only made jeans back then.
Wrangler? Yeah. Yeah. Do they still make Lee jeans?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't
Yes.
seen.
They're probably made in China, but probably.
What was the
I
other
think they
one?
were made in China before.
Gosh, Chuck, I don't think this China thing came about until about 15, 20 years ago.
What, made in China?
Yeah.
I remember
No,
making
'cause
fun of.
there
made
was
in
a
China
joke about
in
it in
the
back.
80s.
There was a joke about it in Back to the Future where he says, maybe that's why everything is made in China or something. I don't know.
I know, but it wasn't that common then in the 80s. I mean, you always heard cheap stuff was made in Taiwan, like
Mhm.
Hot Wheels and Barbie dolls were like made in Hong Kong and stuff, but there was some law.
That's China.
Yeah, there was some law about 15, 20 years ago that made it easy for everybody to just send their shit to China. Or it might have been in the 90s when it happened, but
Might have been.
it wasn't always that way.
Yeah, my
Well, sure. You
strap-on
remember
was in Taiwan.
your favorite song, that the Indian reservation crap. All the one that says the bees we made by hand were nowadays made in Japan. Back when made in Japan meant cheap junk.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Nowadays, you just can't buy anything that's not made in China. Because I hear these podcasters, these YouTube people, and they're just like, they seem to think that just cheap junk is made in China. Yeah, we don't need all their cheap junk anyway. And it's like, well, then buy a toaster that's not made in China. See if you can buy one. You can't. Just any common household item is made there now.
I think most
Well,
chopsticks are made in the USA.
Yeah, there you go. But no, I had a little Vox amp that came from Vietnam. So a lot of the shit is actually coming from Vietnam and Bangladesh. I had like a leather motorcycle jacket.
Your amp in like the 60s, man.
I think a
That's
lot of
when
the
Vietnam was
stuff-
happening.
I think a
It
lot
was
of
a
the
happening
Vietnam
place
stuff.
back then.
Hi. Joey's on there.
But it was definitely on the news every night back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all over culture. Vietnam was. I think it was kind of like the new London with the swinging stuff.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Oh,
Oh, that's right. You can't hear. I got the earbuds in. That's right.
I can kind of hear him.
No, I mean, he can't hear. Okay, now he can hear. Now people can say something to him.
hi.
Hey.
Hi.
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 Are you done? You're disappearing.
FDA issues major Stalin drug recall. What?
What?
You see a cute Joey on there?
A cute
So I'll have to go back up there again one day, Darren, and we'll have to play another double board game of Risk. You know.
Sounds good. I think I'm down to one board.
Oh, I've got one. I can bring one.
Stop it. Stop
I
it.
think I tried playing a double board of Axis and Allies. That was pretty good.
I still have a working version of Dark Tower.
Cool.
That sounds vaguely familiar. Do you still
like
play
a D-
Rebellion?
I beg your pardon.
Actually, I was playing it just before I came on.
That's a rather personal question. I don't play with my billion.
Yeah.
Play with other things.
I've been playing that. I've been playing Star Wars Rebellion for like 25 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah, he's still
That's
rebelling, huh?
huh?
It's one of those games I play on that XP machine I have. You know that.
You can play it on a modern one too.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
have
buy-
it, but I download on Steam or whatever.
Yeah, good old GOG, good old games. It's like $5. Problem is, it's the
Oh, that's
latest.
what I got it from. Yeah.
Oh, it's the latest version, so you have to constantly save it because it'll occasionally crash.
Ah.
You know that. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
No, I had this game back in the 90s. It was a World War I flying game. And if you got killed, all it would do is just close the window and it wouldn't save, and I would start the game again and just pick up where I left off.
Well, fair enough. Oh, you start where you left off?
Yeah, I just it would save, yeah, but if you just like shut the game off without saving, then it would just go to the prior. Will you stop that save? It just go to the previous save point.
Have you watched some of the World War I or World War II playing stuff on that DCS?
Yeah, one of my favorite YouTube guys. He plays that. He's flies missions and
Not
stuff.
Growling Sidewinder, is it?
Growling Sidewinder. No, not that. Whatever the fuck that is. No, it's a fellow named Greg, and it's Greg's Airplanes and Automobiles. It's a great YouTube page if you like a hell of a lot of information. It is pretty much strictly for nerds.
Yeah, that's what Growling Sidewinder is. He plays DCS, like all sorts of different missions with different planes and different.
But this guy mainly just talks about various aircraft and stuff, and he'll show, he'll have pages from the operational manual and, data from the old National Aeronautics, the thing that was NACA, before NASA.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly World
So
War II
Josh
plans.
did mention another thing is that there are people who are playing Dungeons and Dragons on YouTube Live, and they make millions of dollars.
Oh,
Yes,
of course.
they do.
So Gottschalk and Darren, your timing was way off. When we played Dungeons and Dragons, it just mean you weren't allowed to have a girlfriend back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, my timing sucks.
Yeah.
What?
My timing sucks.
Mine does too.
My timing sucks. Oh, see, I just proved it. So you want to hear my ghost story?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so true story. This is when we lived in Jacksonville 30 years ago, roughly. And so I went to bed. I was sleeping in my bed. My wife's sleeping next to me, wife at the time. And sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up and kind of looked towards the foot of the bed, saw this black figure standing there, slowly moving back and forth, just kind of floating. And I just kind of watched it. I was half asleep. And then it stopped right at the middle of the foot of the bed and just stood there for a second. And then it flew towards me. And I sat up and screamed, top of my lungs. And my wife woke up and she said, "You saw them too?" That's it. but that's a true story.
Mm.
I remember that
Oh,
story. You
now
told me
was
that
she
story
talking
and you
about the
stated that-
black thing too, or was she talking about like a transvestite or something?
No, she said she had seen some kind of shadowy figures moving around earlier.
Nice. I remember that place was haunted that you lived.
Yeah, haunted trailer. The
Did you ever?
interesting thing was we were in our 20s and we're like, huh, that was something. And we just went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one that's from the same side of town. I don't know what it is about Jacksonville's west side, that Skinnerd country, but I had that, our van, our work van, the Apology None van.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I was heading down 295 down the freeway, and there were these, in Florida, when there's like hurricane type weather, you get black clouds that are low and then lighter clouds that are above, and they mix together. Well, there were two, people can make anything out of a cloud. But I'm not one of those people really that put any stock into that, but there were two horses with riders on them, riding side by side. And I just had to do a double take. I'm like, I just saw two go, did they have cowboy hats and and they did. I had to look again. I just could not believe what I was seeing. And they were perfectly formed. I mean, I could maybe understand, a 1 in 1,000 shot that there might be like a cowboy on a horse in a cloud shape, but two of them that were identical. That was about my only ghost story, I think, but it was kind of cool. I wish that, that was before we carried cameras and cell phones and stuff to take pictures of stuff.
Did you change your ways? Because you might be riding up there with them someday.
Was that a song?
Ghost Riders in the Sky. Better change.
I don't
your
remember
ways.
that Change My Ways line in it.
Better
Was that in
change your
there?
ways. Yeah, better change your ways today, or with us you will ride. Trying to catch the doubles herd.
I might have changed my underwear.
I'm sorry, I just veered into copyrighted stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, the song was written about 4,000 years ago, so it's okay.
Your ghost story, Gotcha.
Oh, I have several.
Okay, yours, Steve.
I don't know any.
Back to Gotcha. Pick one.
I got the weird UFO one and I got the Bigfoot one, which aren't really ghost stories.
Well, neither one of those are ghost stories. What about you, Steve?
Like I said, I don't know any.
What about Tony?
Now, I just used to have
All
this
right.
recurring I used to have this recurring dream about a bulldozer coming at me, but that was back in the 60s.
Did it ever happen?
No.
Whenever you think about this, my mom's boyfriend, Bede, that priest, the Catholic priest, he had this wasn't a dream, but this was a story he had, is when he was in seminary, when he was young, I guess he's a teenager, he decided to go out into a field and just lay in the grass buck naked, just be free and grounded and one with the world. And all of a sudden, here comes a nun on a tractor coming right at him. So that's not really a ghost story, but
So there was a little back and forth, and it ended up with the nun saying $5, same as in town.
Yeah.
I remember you telling us that the house on Revere Street in Aurora was haunted too.
Yeah, it had that creepy den, but I don't know that I ever had an experience other than being creeped out.
oh, Mom did.
I was going to say, I remember a story about your mom about something swirling around in her bed.
Yeah, it was under her cover. It was almost like a rabid animal, like under her cover, just switching around, and it wasn't Sylvester. She said no, it wasn't Sylvester, but it was like that was kind of her ghost story. So that was pretty weird. Okay, just give me your alien story, then, Gotcha. That's close enough, I guess.
Well, I drove back to I got was something about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Colorado, and I had to meet some family in Iowa. So I just took off at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to drive to Iowa from Colorado, which is about a 12-hour drive. So I was expecting to get there like 2, 3 in the morning. And I turned off of I-80, Iowa, about 60 miles west of Des Moines, because they lived up in Dallas County, which was kind of northeast up there, or northwest. And if you've ever driven through Iowa, they kind of, especially thing, they got kind of these like low rolling hills, that just kind of just ripple across the countryside. And I'm going down this 2-lane highway, and about 3 or 4 hills back from me, I start seeing this red light coming down the road behind me, and I'm thinking, cop car, ambulance, fire truck, something like that. And I'm watching it as I'm driving down the road, and after about a couple of minutes, it gets close enough behind me where I pull over to the shoulder to let it go by, because I'm thinking, and it literally like flies. I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. It literally like flies into the back window of my car, which was a Cavalier at the time, and it just vanished like when it hit the window, and it was like stuff.
Might have been a firefly, a lightning bug.
It was pretty bright and moving pretty fast, so
Pretty cool. I guess it's a real thing. He saw that cylinder drone by his jet plane, the one that's like top secret, but it's like people have sighted it, and you can like see a couple pictures of it. He swears that thing was by his plane. You remember that?
Yeah, there was a Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah, there you go.
When I was a kid, I remember everybody was out in the street. It was like a movie. Everybody was out in the street looking out and pointing, and everybody kept saying, "Look, it's a weather balloon! It's a weather balloon!" And it ended up being a flying saucer in the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I spent almost 20 years ago, I spent 2 different weekends on the Queen Mary. Now, the Queen Mary is supposed to have ghosts and all that other crap. Well, I had nothing. But one day, one of the times we were at the observation bar, which is just below the bridge in the forward part of the superstructure. Beautiful place, all Art Deco and everything. And George Norrie was there doing his show.
Yeah.
And we were there, all of us in like suits and fedoras, and and the ladies in their like 20s and 30s dresses. So I think I didn't listen to his show. I was wondering if he maybe thought maybe all the ghosts were just coming out.
So,
remember George.
how many of y'all actually believe in ghosts?
I do.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm open to it.
I believe, if you believe in anything past this life, then I think it's totally feasible. I don't really believe in aliens from other planets. I do believe there could be life on other planets, but I think it's probably dumber than we are, which is could be a stretch, but
That takes some doing.
I know, but I think that like life on other planets are like slime molds and stuff.
Well, it would be, it's so far away. I mean,
Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be
that's
other
another thing.
dimensions,
Even if
like,
there is kind of intelligent life, I do believe in flying saucers from other planets. I believe there may be flying saucers, but I just think it's the government and other people doing nefarious things. Isn't that kind of what X-Files was about? It wasn't about real aliens. It was just about government experiments and stuff.
well, they
think
always
that-
went back and forth.
It was, well, from what I remember, I watched several seasons, not too long ago, but it was a big part of it is the government was creating a hybrid, half alien, half people.
So there was alien stuff going on, but just.
I will be right back.
So did the
You got
smoker
me-
really floofy in an accident?
Who?
Do what?
The smoker?
Oh, they had an episode on him, and it was like a non-canon episode, I think. But basically, he was writing his own fan fiction novel, and in between killing JFK and all the stuff throughout history, it was the smoking man that did it.
I've watched only like 3 X-Files episodes my entire life, and one of them, the smoker, the guy that looked like Morton Downey that was always smoking, the
Yeah.
mysterious guy or whatever that was kind of bad, and he ended up having an accident, and the guy Moeller or whatever actually cried when he saw us, even though they were like adversaries or something. He cried when he saw that he'd floofied, and I did it's TV, so they could just explain them back in the next episode.
Yeah.
I had to double check because Scully adopted a dog and named it Queequeg.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was what I named my bird because I was reading or just finished Moby Dick when I got him. But I checked and I got him and named him Queequeg like a year before that episode aired with Scully. So I wasn't ripping him off.
Yours wasn't eaten by a swamp creature, though.
No.
Okay. And William B. Davis, who played the Smoking Man, he's still around. He's 87.
He was 87 then.
Yeah.
Well, he just looked like it because of all the smoking.
You know what's funny is that you said swamp creature.
Mm-hmm.
You know that picture of me in the mud pit with my dragon head?
Uh-huh.
The one I use it on Facebook, like for my cover image. I didn't have nothing on, but I had put it on like it was on DeviantArt. It was called like a mud creature or a swamp creature. People ended up using that like a Christian site. Beware of the devil. They could be anywhere, and that they had that. And there was another like a conservative political site that used me as like kind of comparing like this, the DC, like the swamp people or whatever. That's one kind of thing that was interesting about Microsoft Bing. I don't think they do it anymore, but they used to have all the pages that your picture is used on.
Hi, Wendy.
Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I've made it 52 minutes or about an hour now. Hey, you guys want me to turn my eyes off? Do you think it'd look better without the eyes on?
Well, turn them off. Let's find out.
All right, give me a second. I gotta take my hand off.
What's he doing?
I have no idea.
Huh? Oops, that was a fan. There, is that better?
Yeah, it looks like dead eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. But we delivered the bomb. I'm going to go without the eyes for a little while and maybe turn them back on if we miss them too much. I doubt anybody would miss them.
Yeah.
How can you see without the eyes?
I'm using, what did Puck call it? Electrocution. About bats, when he said, it's like, you know how bats can see? And Tony said what the real word, and he said, nope, it's electrocution. And he was serious. And then he's like,
Echolocation.
Location. That's what Tony said. And he goes, nope, it's electrocution. And then he's like, well, it's actually in the wrong channel. The Precious Moments was pretty funny.
Putt had a theory that me and him were the only people to ever read Moby Dick without it being assigned to us.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you're going to say that you read To Kill a Mockingbird on your own.
No.
No, he wouldn't go that far.
Children of the Corn, Lord of the Flies.
What was the other one? Damn it. Holden Caulfield. Lots of swearing. Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah. I played D&D with a guy in high school, Mike Davenport. And he was into he always named his character. He named one Holden Caulfield, and then he had a couple other. He named one of his characters was Pink Floyd, and Yossarian were all different characters of his from Catch-22.
Right.
And one day I realized, well, Pink Floyd, I didn't like them. I didn't know much about them at the time, but then I realized they were really good. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to try Catch-22. And that ended up being one of my favorite books. I think I read The Catcher in the Rye, but it didn't do much for me when I was in high school.
Our dog Kato was that you named him Pink Floyd originally. That's like a 35-year-old memory that just popped up. I don't think I remembered that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made us watch the Lord of the Flies movie from like the 60s when I was in school, and it was full of like naked little boys. I think that there was a problem with the school districts a long time before now, even.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were forcing everybody to watch that. Why else would you watch Lord of the Flies? I mean, what literary substantiability?
Echolocation is the word you're looking
Yeah,
No,
that's
they
what
had
Tony
us reading
said.
friggin' the Bell Jar and all these other stories about people going nuts and killing themselves. I think they wanted to get rid of us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is back in the 70s, you know? It's like,
All sorts of things are starting to make sense to me tonight. I've learned several things. My ghost story, the thing I saw at the end of my bed. Now you guys pretty much convinced me it was a weather balloon.
oh, there you go.
And schools wanted to kill us. I'm buying all of this.
Yeah. No, back in the 70s, we had the rock group Kansas. They had a song called Dust in the Wind. You know, you're totally meaningless. It wouldn't matter if you died. You're just dust in the wind. You know, just might as well. And, it was real nice. And then, of course, there was Blue Oyster Cult, which had a song called Go Ahead and Kill Yourself. But it had a great guitar riff and lots of cowbell. Go ahead, Timmy.
I've heard a couple Kansas songs, a few, and I've liked them. So this is a pretty good, interesting anecdote. But I've thought of listening to more of their stuff to see if I like it. That's the end of
Might
my
be
anecdote.
interesting. That point of no return, everybody thinks it sticks.
They think it stinks.
Styx.
Like
People
the river.
think that song is from Styx. It sounds, point of no return, but it's Kansas. Darren and I saw Blue Oyster Cult in Jacksonville at Metro Park, outdoor by the river, and it started raining so hard that everybody just went on the Blue Oyster Cult turned around on the stage, and we all went under the stage pavilion, and watched the show under the stage, pavilion. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. And Molly Hatchet opened for them.
Pink Flood happened when we were in Orlando, but they didn't let us on the stage.
Do what?
Oh, there's
We
Steve.
saw Pink Floyd in Orlando, and it was raining. And after the concert, we were running back to the car real fast because it was raining hard and it was cold. And I felt like I was starting to have a heart attack, and because my chest started hurting real bad. And it occurred to me that I had stopped breathing while I was running. So I started breathing again, and I felt better.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
That cold.
And we actually ran across Interstate 95 to get to the car.
Really?
Yeah, and it rained a solid 3 hours, and we couldn't feel ourselves when it was over with.
That's what she
We
said.
had good seat. We had 6th-row center on the lawn chair.
That's what she's alleged to have said. No, go ahead.
We had the really good seats, 6th-row center on the lawn chairs that they had out, and but it rained this nonstop three hours, and I remember we couldn't even raise our arms or anything.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't know if one of you has been in the rain for 3 hours, but it just like paralyzes your limbs. It was really weird.
I've seen both those bands, but I saw both of them in Colorado. So
Well, we did. We saw it in Orlando when it was pouring rain for 3 hours. And I tell you what, that Wintry Laps of Reason or the Delegate Sound of Thunder tour, it worked because a lot of the footage behind them on the giant trampoline was going underwater and stuff because that was kind of the theme of the album. So that kind of worked out.
Yep, that's the tour I saw them on, but they were at Red Rocks.
Red Rocks isn't bad.
And then I saw Blue Oyster Cult at the Grizzly Rose there.
Oh, cool.
I never heard of that place.
I've seen them like 3 times. I think that's the most I've ever seen a band.
Blue Oyster Cult?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Darren saw David Bowie and he came out on stage in a big spider, that robot spider.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we left. We were
Did
there
you
for
say they
Duran.
opened for Duran Duran or?
I think Duran went first, and then David Bowie came out, and then we left because we were.
Yeah,
there
you
for
had a
Duran
chance to
Duran.
see David Bowie and you left?
We saw him on our way out.
Damn. Putt would have had I won't say that. Putt would have had Putt would have flipped his lid if he found out that you'd done that.
Yeah.
Might be still flipping his lid.
Yeah.
What was that Pandora? I didn't listen to it much, but when I did, I made a David Bowie station, and it didn't play much David Bowie, but I did like the stuff it played.
I've noticed that too.
Is Steve still around?
Yeah, he's right there.
Can't you see?
I haven't heard from you in like a half hour, Steve. But I mean, Steve probably is astonished. I actually like David Bowie's '80s stuff more than his '70s.
Oh.
I'm not much for glam music. I really think when people were catering to 12-year-old girls with all the glitter and stuff, it's like the music suffered, or there just wasn't.
I don't care much for David Bowie's '70s stuff either. I like China Girl and modern.
China Girl, yeah.
I think his best song ever is Absolute Beginners, even though it's a long song, but I love it, just absolutely love it.
Don't remember that one.
I have not been to Oxford Town. Was good.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I guess
Absolute Beginners was a movie, and Bowie did the theme for the movie. So actually, there's a show tune of the week for you. David Bowie, Absolute Beginners.
Oh yeah, Steve, I love that song. But you got to play the whole thing, the 5-minute song. It's worth it, believe me. What day do you do that?
Movie, that's Tuesdays.
Well, remind me so I can be sure to tune in.
Okay.
You guys lost me today because I was talking and nobody would say anything, so you kind of lost me in chat.
No, we were. Oh no. I saw you talking. I said, "Yeah, we're here."
Yeah, after I complained about it. Anyway, good show, Steve.
Thank you.
He played a song.
He played my Halloween song.
Yeah.
Tim bailed on you like I bailed on Bowie, so you're in good company.
When did I bail on you?
Not me, Steve. I thought you just said you did.
I didn't leave, but I kind of quit chatting because nobody was saying anything to me. I was talking to myself.
Wasn't there a show, or at least a rumor of a show that happened in Denver at Red Rocks, where like John Cougar, when he was called John Cougar, was like the headliner, and when he came out on stage, like everybody was gone or leaving or something like that because they were.
That's about like my morning show, but that theme comes on, everybody leaves.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny on the Big Bob show. You know, near the end, you know, our friend, what's his name? Thingamabob, dude. Lucky.
Thingamabob. Oh, Lucky.
But no, he always says it's like, a great show, and so I jump on there and say, oh, we'll see you later. Oh, you're throwing me out. No, stupid. Every time you say it's a great show, you leave 3 seconds later, and he always leaves before the end of the show.
Yeah, this week it's going to be.
Hi, I'm David.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get in the
There was
co-host.
no baby today, Steve.
Huh?
There was no baby at the end of your show.
Yeah, there was.
There was?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I tuned it out just in time.
Yeah, it sure was. Oh, sorry.
Bugga bugga.
That's at the end of my show every day is this.
Ah!
No, I had to run to the bathroom like 5 minutes before the end of the show, and I was trying to say goodbye to people on the chat on my phone, and it was just not cooperating.
That's funny. Everybody says goodbye before I'm done talking on the air, and I get off the air to say goodbye. I'm like, well, fuck, everybody's going.
Because of that baby.
But Timmy, you do realize you can turn the player off and stay in chat. They're not married to each other.
No, Steve says
Just say goodbye, you goofball.
What?
Oh, he wants to leave before the booga booga baby thing.
Right, you can turn the player off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Steve says poof like 1 second after the baby. So what's it's like 10 seconds.
I don't always say poof.
You usually do. If you want to stick around and talk, then say stick around and we'll talk. I don't mind.
Yeah, I just,
I'm not yelling at you, Steve. I'm just yelling because I can't hear myself.
No, I just, after the morning show, I spend 2 or 3 hours before the show and then during the show, and then I just want to go sit outside for a few minutes and chill.
Sure. No, all I'm saying is just stick around for the goodbyes instead of just like, because there's no rush to the parking lot.
I don't just leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, you leave them wanting more. You got to just like bail 10 minutes before the show's over.
I do love the
crowd in the parking lot.
I do love the Statler and Waldorf stuff I play though. Those are funny.
Well, they say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?
Well, that's what I heard today. I thought you did that in place of the baby.
No, I do that and then the booga booga baby.
Oh, so I did turn it off in time then.
That's actually from a song called Babysitting Boogie, right?
I don't care what kind of booger it's from.
Wasn't there a song from, like, they called it, like, Jordy, the singing French baby or something like that?
Doesn't sound familiar.
There's a Memory Lane theme song with babies in it.
Okay, we had babies last week.
Baby's kind of.
Oh, I've got child
Go baby, 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 baby.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Timmy, he did the child singer thing. There was only like one that was like really small. The rest of them were like, did you play the cow sills?
Yeah, I played the cow sills.
Oh, okay. And the
only kid singers that actually sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really had it together, the cow sills did, and I wanted to play the park, the rain, and other things, or whatever it was called, but I don't know why I ended up playing Hair. I like Hair, but they did.
I like Hair better. I think that was their best song.
Yeah. You see the video to that? That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, I ended up singing Hair because I was in the play. I played the lead role.
Well, we got to see the cow sills video. It's really cool.
I have.
And I do see now watching the cow sills on video a lot more. I do see a lot of how they got the Partridge Family out of what they do.
The boys, they did not want their little sister to be in the band.
Yeah, and Barbara Costello, the mom, she would move like Shirley Jones did, little dance moves in the, smile and be really happy.
Yeah, their dad was a total...
oh, he was. He was a dick.
He was a total butthole. He ruined every opportunity they ever had. They were in the Partridge Family, but he blew that one like he did everything. He was just a butthole.
He spent all their money. They didn't have, by the time they were growing up in the band, it kind of fizzled. All the money was gone. And kids were left,
Yeah, they all had to have, they were working at hula malts and stuff.
Yeah, hula malts. Yeah, but...
Although there was one castle that was a butthole because Dennis Holzebrook would post on people's their groups if he played their song, and he did that with the Cowsills, and the Cowsill guy said, "You don't have to say it every time you play it."
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that was somebody who did not understand public relations.
Yeah, but there were only 20 Cowsills, so who knows who it was.
Yeah.
I think Barry, the lead singer, had already floofied.
Was it
by
Barry or
that.
Bill? I thought Bill was late. Maybe not.
There were two of them that floopied. One of them floopied in the Cortina aftermath.
Yeah.
Mm. But they were really good for those ages. The harmonies were great, and
Oh, they're stellar harmonies.
yeah,
That's one of the things I loved about '60s music is it was so harmony strong with the vocals. I mean, the association. If you listen to it, most association songs didn't have brass or strings, but you think they do just because their harmonies are so full.
It sucks we can't play clips on here. We'll get in trouble.
I know, right?
I don't want to play a whole song, but a clip would be nice. Legally, if you're critiquing something, you are allowed to play a clip, but YouTube doesn't realize that.
You would think they got after us for playing just a clip of the Pappity Pup song.
Oh, yeah.
That was just a very obscure song from the '60s. It's like, gee whiz.
And we got flagged for playing a song by Putt.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
Well, Apology None, I've got it. When I put the last page of Summer on private for you all to see on YouTube, they give me these warnings that I'm using a copyrighted song, Apology None song. They did like 2 different songs, but they said the owner of the song said that they could be used on YouTube, so there's no problem with it.
Oh.
So, I mean, might be okay with Apology None stuff because I guess I didn't put like any kind of copyright lock on them where people could. I do songs for people to enjoy. I don't do it for money, so I don't care if people use it.
Yeah,
I just hope they look it up on Spotify and put me on their playlist.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
Do you have a way to count whether somebody's got a song up on their playlist?
Do what?
Do you have some way to track if someone's got your song on their playlist?
Yeah, I think that's how I figured out Love Song. I could figure out what playlist it was on.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think it was an AI bot. Like there's these AI bot playlists that get random songs to make them sound legit. Because why would anybody, a living, breathing human, want to hear that song on a playlist?
Yeah, especially me singing.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Steve.
I know.
But seriously.
That reminds me, I need to play the message from Donald Trump, I think.
Go for it.
All right, you all set? We're very important now with Donald Trump. Here we go.
My fellow Americans, for nearly 1 full year, I have been working diligently to help make BabbleGab great again, and I'm pleased to announce that we're almost there with very fun guys like Timmy, Tony, Gottschalk, and Steve. It's incredible. I can't begin to express my deep admiration for these guys. Now, I don't believe in kissing anyone's ass, but I just can't say enough about them. Timmy is funny, even though he paints his eyes and acts like John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And then there's Tony. What a guy with his quick wit and vast knowledge of so many things. He's going to go far in life. He's even great at making Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street sound like fruitcakes. What a talent, to be sure. I once met with Tony, and he introduced me to a great music group called Papa Cass and Bugger T. It was a kick-ass sound. But let's not forget about Gottschalk. There's a really sensational guy who's always ready to kick someone on the nads, figuratively speaking, of course. I once spotted him out at the golf course, and even though he can't play worth a crap, he had good form. But just look how handsome he looks on the screen here. Damn good looking and knows it. Chill out, Timmy. Everyone knows how good looking you are, especially yourself. But I love you, man. Now I get to the heart of all that is good, all that is funny, and all that is just playing amazing. Steve, you are so damn good at everything. The world knows all too well that we couldn't last without you. Who cares if your head is shaped funny and you have more wrinkles than Rosie O'Donnell's ass? The only thing that counts is that you do an amazing Andy Griffith and Casey Kasem. But let's face it, dude, stop trying to sing Apology None songs. By the way, Steve, who the hell is Hoodoo? His laugh sounds like a noise I made in the toilet after breakfast. One more thing, and this is for Timmy. Please quit bitching about the music Steve plays on his morning show. He just doesn't know any better. So you have to give him some leeway. And Steve, quit playing music that Timmy doesn't like. I know that might only leave 1 or 2 songs to play, but your show is too damn long anyway. Now, in case Allison is there with you, or even if she's just watching, talk about a fine specimen of a woman. If I didn't have Melania, well, never mind. Tony, don't give Steve that look. He's not to blame for my views. Who cares if he wrote this whole damn speech? Anyway, like I was saying, if I weren't with Melania, I'd definitely be with you, Ally. You're funny and always on top. Hold on, let me turn the page. Oh yeah, on top of things. I guess you gotta watch where those commas go. So to the team of BabbleGab, let me just say kudos to you all. You've been turned down by the best of celebrities. I mean, how many show hosts can claim they've been turned down by a gerbil that's probably been inside someone's butthole? Oh wow, there's that look from Tony again. By the way, Steve, by executive order, I'm declaring you as having the worst Halloween costume. What did you do? Did you dig through the dumpster at the Salvation Army, for God's sake? I've wiped my ass with better costumes than that. Oh, come on. Laugh, Tony. I've taken time out of my busy presidential schedule to do BabbleGab. The least you can do is fake a laugh or two. And since this is pre-recorded and you may be laughing, forget I said anything. So, listen, fellas, I'm delighted that I was allowed to come on here and to be a part of BabbleGab, albeit for a short period, but I really need to get going. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer will be here shortly for dinner. I need to meet with the Secret Service so they know where to plant all the booby traps. Timmy, I expect to hear more John and Paul before the end of the show. And for crying out loud, get their names right. And Tony, quack like a duck for me, okay? God's chalk. Keep it real, dude. Maybe one day soon we'll do chili at Skyline. I love the way it makes me fart. Allison, I'm assigning you to be my secretary of felines. The truckload of kittens will be delivered to you tomorrow. And finally, to my good friend Steve, you'll be happy to learn that I've decreed the morning show as a national broadcast for everyone. Oh yeah, and be sure to make Casey great again. So long, everyone. God bless BabbleGab and God bless America.
Hey.
Is that real?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's real.
The 60s, 70s.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I think he would have liked us more if he knew Darren was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump didn't know Darren was going to be here. So.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. It's not the first time he's ignored me.
Well, he keeps sending me texts and stuff and says, "Oh, don't you want me to like tear down the White House and put in a bowling alley?" No, that was Nixon.
Oh, they kept getting calls from them, and I finally told them I'd take me off their list, and I haven't received any since.
Well, they're amusing. I have it. I have it set so it doesn't make any alert. You know, I just get the text without any.
Hey, Steve.
What?
That was awesome.
Thank
Hey.
you. Took me an hour to put that shit together.
Fell out again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, his voice.
Something
the way
fell
it makes
out.
me fart.
Yeah.
So
see that has been acceptable to use for AI, just for making funny stuff.
Yeah.
For novelty stuff. I was okay with AI when it was a novelty,
Yeah.
When they started making actual movies and deep fakes where it's just stealing people's stuff, then I got a problem with it. But
Yeah. I mean, that you can tell was a spoof and a parody. Wasn't trying to pass it off as really Donald Trump here. So, good stuff. You and Donald at Skyline, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I like the way it makes them fart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Whenever I say that, Darren, I don't come back.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not having the Tylenol hour anymore.
I'll be right back, guys.
this takes 8 AA batteries, and every time it falls, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe wrap like a couple rubber bands around it.
Yeah, I would have, but it's kind of too late now. I need to be careful.
See, I won't play that on the morning show tomorrow because that was just for here. Nobody else is going to get it. Yeah.
Or maybe that'll make people want to check out BabbleGab, and then you'll lose even more listeners after they watch the show.
Right.
Yeah, we tried everything for that, and it's like, even Wendy's giving up on us.
I mean, we don't.
She's like, okay, that Donald Trump thing was way too much over the top.
We used to have 2 Wendy's. We used to have a Lisa. We used to have.
Well,
I
I contacted Laura. She's still alive.
Oh, okay.
Was worried about her.
Well, yeah, Laura. We missed Laura. And I haven't even seen Fidesco tonight.
He said he'd be here too.
Yeah, maybe he heard Trump was coming.
I think he likes.
Oh,
Trump.
Wendy's still here. Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy made no comment about the president making an appearance. Probably for the better, I guess. All right, and then I'll tell you one of my famous words. You can cut that all out, Steve.
No, that was good, Steve.
It was fun. I had it.
As much as I hate AI, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Right, give me a second, okay?
You know what? You know what? Even though it was kind of sad and funny, but I do kind of miss Putt falling asleep on the show.
Oh, I can fall asleep if you want.
No, I'm just saying for
Yeah.
Yeah, we just get lower and lower and lower, then you just saw the top of his head.
Yeah.
Or us staring at the fire sprinkler, for.
Good old Putt.
Yep.
I thought it was funny. Him and Jen would have a conversation without his mic, turned off or something.
Oh yeah.
We'd have to wait. But I did do one this morning. I'm not going to play it, but I did do one with Joe Biden saying you're listening to Steve Jarrett Morning Show. Oh, I just peed myself.
Yeah.
It's fun to
You gotta
do.
get one with George Lucas saying something.
I don't know what his voice sounds like. Yeah. I was telling Vicky that earlier it'd be fun to find that you can clone a voice, like send it samples of their actual voice. And I wanted to do that with Casey. But it's more fun with me doing Casey, I think.
Well, of course.
Yes, it's more fun.
Like last couple of days I've been doing it, it didn't sound like Casey the last couple of days. I must be on my prime or something.
Well, the vocal cords change as we get older, So.
Yeah. That's why, and all those cigarettes I smoke too, that kind of does it. That's what I use for Virginia's voice.
Cigarettes?
Mm-hmm. The more I smoke, the better I sound like Virginia.
You didn't just fart, did you?
Gosh, did you know that Virginia, you've seen the Virginia character that you watched? It was on Last Page of Summer and a little bit on... Anyway, that character was based after my mother.
Actually, I think we've talked about that before. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. But because she would make those remarks. Because as a kid, I would tell her, I love you. I'm like 8 years old. I love you. And she goes, yeah, I just bet you do. And so I told my mom when I was 8 years, I'm going to use that on my morning show.
That's how us Gen Xers lived.
Yeah. And then she had this thing like Virginia does. She always said, well, son of a, just never finished it.
Right.
Or, oh, hell.
I don't know. My mom was always sick and tired, so.
Oh, I'm sick and tired. Is that what it is? Sick and tired of you kid, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, my mom always said I only have 2 hands, and it made me think of what the other mothers looked like then,
Yeah. Well, everybody expects me to have like at least 4.
Mm-hmm.
At work there?
Yeah.
You need to start employing AI there,
Oh, yeah.
But they have to have some actual eye before they can have the AI.
Maybe AI, artificial intelligence, is about all they got. They can't. You
Don't have any A or non-A.
I still think you ought to be in front of the camera there, Tony, and run the whole
God,
thing.
now talking for 3 hours?
Lauren can go for 3 hours, 5 days a week. I mean, she just
standing the whole time. Standing the whole time. There's a chair, but she never uses it.
The same girl, just 3 hours, huh?
Yep.
How much can you talk about a certain piece of merchandise?
Ask her.
Ask her. She can do it.
Wow. You've heard that parody I have of there's a television home shopping.
What's up, Prince? Hey, Griffey.
Hey, Griffey. Griffey missed Donald Trump, but I'm not replaying.
Please.
Please. Tony just doesn't appreciate me. That's why Trump was yelling at him. Oh, smile, Tony. That's why I threw that in there. I knew you would have a look or two, or at least reservations.
Yeah.
What is Timmy doing there?
He's probably taking that robot costume.
No, he's looking for his batteries because he has a talk thing, and it has like 500 batteries in it, and it falls on the floor, and the batteries go all over the damn place.
Yeah, I need to because the cover for the box is attached to my codpiece, so I can't really.
Your codpiece.
You need to upgrade to lithium ion so you can just plug it in, to USB port.
Great, and then he can burn up in front of us.
Oh, repeat it last year.
Batteries scare me.
So you have a battery-operated codpiece?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, good
It
luck.
It vibrates and makes songs.
Nice. You have a musical cod?
Uh-huh.
To play Down Under.
Yeah, there you go.
There was this movie that was like a rated X.
Oh, good.
But it was like award-winning. It's like you hear about it all the time. It was called The French Connection, or the French.
X movies at one time weren't just about pornographic movies. They were actually triple X. I think
that's what it.
Because wasn't Rosemary's Baby rated X?
Should be.
I never
Babies
saw that.
smell funny.
That pumpkin behind me sure looks scary.
Yeah.
And so do the pumpkins behind God's
I almost.
Bet you didn't
This
know.
very day next week, I'll be 58 on next Tuesday.
Yay.
Happy birthday if I forget.
Darren will be 58 3 days after that.
Well, I'll have
Happy
to.
birthday, Darren, if I forget.
Yeah, we'll have to give you your birthday spankings live on the show.
You can get Trump to wish me happy birthday.
There you go. He'll sing you happy birthday. I wonder if I can get that to AI to sing Trump. Let's not find out. So.
There's a pumpkin.
Ooh, that's a scarier pumpkin.
It's a blurrier pumpkin.
Yeah, blurry pumpkin.
Well, thank you, Andy. But you can tell me next week too, because that'll be next Tuesday's my actual birthday.
Yeah, I can say my birthday's in 2 months, so you might as well. Actually, a little over a month and a half.
Actually, you only have one birthday. The rest of them are just congratulations that you made it another year.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, look at that. Ooh, scary.
Yeah, the neighbors have one of those.
Remember your actual birthday when you were born that day.
Yeah. Neighbors have a talking witch thing out front.
Yeah. I wonder why I don't remember my birth, because I was there.
I remember mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked. The bright lights is what I
cold.
remember.
And cold.
Yeah, Could have been the cold. It was the lights I was worried about.
Mm.
But never mind, I didn't do anything. What a way to start off life. I'm like, good grief, I hope it gets better from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just set your expectations correctly.
You know, the one thing that bugged me though, what I was afraid of was first coming out, I was going to get spanked. Oh, yeah.
What had you heard? What had you heard prior to that moment?
Yeah. Just
What did
set
I
your
heard?
expectations.
Yeah.
You know, after a while, we look forward to the spankings, but, you know, at that age, it's not as fun.
Oh, 2 seconds in the world already getting beaten.
Yeah.
And sticking needles in my feet, you know? What the
Yeah.
hell?
I mean, what the hell's that all about? Oh, you're just gonna feel a little prick. What'd you say about my? Never mind.
This is serious. Back when I was married, this was 20 years ago. I posted on Facebook. I said, flowers die, candy gets eaten, but a good spanking lasts a lifetime. Happy birthday, Gracie.
Wow.
Wow.
Is her birthday on Halloween?
No, it was the first day of spring, and mine was the first day of summer.
Okay. Shouldn't be doing that.
Mine is the first day of November after the 6th.
Mine is exactly 2 weeks after Thanksgiving and exactly 2 weeks before Christmas.
Well, Thanksgiving's variable because it's the fourth Thursday.
Okay, maybe not exactly, but roundabout there then.
Hey,
The 2
Darren.
weeks before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
She said
Darren had
her
a cool
birthday.
birthday.
Go ahead.
What about a pooper?
Darren had cool birthdays when we were kids because they doubled his Halloween parties where everybody dressed up.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It's like
So
Christmas birthdays suck, but
Yeah, but did you get your birthday party a week early, or was people dressing up a week after Halloween for your party?
probably early.
So when
Yeah,
I don't think so. No one wants to
Your-
put makeup and stuff on twice.
your birthday was a
Especially
week ago? Darren, your birthday was a week ago?
No, a little over a week from now.
Oh, a
And-
week ago.
Yeah, he's 3 days
Yeah.
after me.
Yeah, and
okay.
we had our 40th birthday party together, I think.
Oh,
All
And
three
everybody
of us.
dressed up. Yeah.
I'm
It was
older
kind
than
of
all
like
you
a combination birthday and Halloween party all wrapped into one.
Every party I throw is a
I'll be 60.
combination X/Halloween party.
I
Oh,
almost
when did-
had to share my birthday with Christmas 2 weeks before.
When's your birthday, Steve?
December 11th.
Well, it's the same as my son.
Is it?
Luckily, nothing historical happened on that week.
Well,
Yes,
4
December,
days
not
before.
September.
Day, which is the same as mine, Griffey.
December.
I'm November 4th.
Well, I'm 4 days after D-Day. Where is that? No, it's Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arbor Day.
D-Day.
I was thinking the wrong thing.
Yeah.
D-Day
Mine
was
has-
Normandy. Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
D-Day was Normandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
And-
one of Darren. I don't remember if it was my birthday or Darren's birthday, but I remember us going to laser tag one time and playing like for 15 hours or some shit. You know, I was.
That was
Anybody remember the Ernie
Photon.
Kovacs show?
I remember Ernie Kovacs. I don't know if I remember the show.
They showed on PBS. He had the Nairobi Trio, which is three guys dressed up as monkeys and banging on drums, but like just faking banging on drums. And if any of you guys actually look at the screen and see what's going on, I think that's what Timmy's doing.
No.
Did you get ready to play the drums?
Well, he's waving the sticks around,
I think
and now he's
getting-
bent
I
over.
was doing This.
See, you could start your own thing there with the mechanical drummer.
Drum machine.
Drum machine.
Who was that crazy broad singer, Amanda something or other? She had a song called Coin Operated Boy.
Oh, it was Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Yeah, that was her.
H.R. Pufnstuf had an episode where Jack sang, I'm a mechanical boy. I remember that one. I'm a mechanical.
So here's another Halloween. Here's another Halloween useless fact.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cemetery town in California called Colma. Its ratio of dead people to living people is 750 to 1.
Ah, okay.
So there's 750 dead people for everyone living, or vice versa?
Yep. In this town called Colma, California.
Colma.
Oh, that's where one of the victims of the Manson killings was buried. Abigail Folger, who was the daughter of the Folger coffee people.
Oh,
so the people who live there, they got to be feeling like they're winning.
Yeah.
Or they're just waiting.
And Wendy says that on Saturday is going to be her 20th anniversary on her job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
You're very lucky to last that long. Most people don't.
I found out today my company got sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see what happens when you leave, Darren?
Yeah.
That
Hey,
must
Darren
be
and
it.
I, we have something in common now.
Oh, I heard even bad news. Bad news. They're closing the last Bono's in Colorado.
Last what?
Bono's Barbecue.
Oh, that's why I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
They had Jacksonville's big bar. No, it was good. Sonny's is the one you don't like. But,
Sonny Bono?
Yeah, Jacksonville has two big barbecue chains.
Sonny's and Bono's.
Sonny's and Bono's.
Yeah.
And I think it's a coincidence because they're fairly old chains.
Well, Sonny was fairly old too.
There was a place in Alabama I visited back in '85. It was Ollie's Barbecue, and I haven't seen it since.
Oh, I think it still exists.
Does it? It was best barbecue I ever had. Even beat out Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Any roadside shack in Alabama or Georgia selling barbecue is usually pretty damn good.
Well, this was right downtown Birmingham. That's where I saw it. So it was a big.
Well, nobody goes to downtown Birmingham anymore. That might be the issue.
Well, that was the '80s, so it might be different.
I lived there. Hey, you remember the smokestack in Kansas City?
Who are you talking to?
Sounds familiar.
I guess,
I grew
Steve, you both lived in Kansas City.
Yeah, I was born and raised there, Darren. I don't know if you knew that.
We used to go there when I was a kid. And here's a Halloween story because it's spooky. They had a picture of this like man and a woman in the lobby, and it scared the shit out of me when I was like a toddler, when I was like 2 or 3.
I think that was like the American Gothic picture.
Well, thanks for giving away my punchline, but
well, it sounded like you were done.
It was American Gothic, but at the time it was a pretty scary couple. I mean, they didn't look like they were creepy looking, and it used to scare. I remember one time I actually just went to the parking lot and just hid in the station wagon while everyone else was getting their dinner, and then I was going into Sears, I think, and they had it in the lobby, and I'm like, that's a picture that was in the smokestack, but I wasn't as afraid of it this time. And then in my kindergarten class, a speaker brought that picture in as a presentation, and I wasn't scared of it at all anymore. But I had a dream at the time, and I won't be able to revisit the dream. It was in my diary, which is gone now. But I had a dream that my mom had a puzzle of that picture, and I had her tear up the man and keep the woman. It was just a dumb dream, but it just reminded me of that.
You know, those were actually a brother and sister.
Yeah.
What?
The models for that
Leia.
picture were actually brother and sister.
The man and woman were brother and sister for that picture, the models?
No, the two fucking geese. Yes, the man and the woman.
I'm sorry, Tony. I hear half of the words coming out. You don't have to yell at me.
I'm going to yell at you anyway.
Hold on.
My goodness.
When that thing drops, batteries pop out of it.
Yeah, but I told you the last time to put rubber band around it.
That's what she said.
Every time what falls out of where? Don't you just hate when your box drops? Oh, it's just.
Then you got to buy a
your
ticket
battery's
for an
falling.
aeroplane because your baby sister wrote you a letter.
Put a rubber band around this thing, I think.
That always sounds a good idea until you end up in the ER.
That's not the kind of rubber we're talking about, is it? Oh my! There is something. There is something spooky I could say. My grandfather had passed away back in '77.
Whoa,
Huh?
that was spooky.
Yeah, that was spooky. And we were at my grandmother's house, and I was sleeping on the floor in the living room. 77, I was like 14, I think. About 15. Anyway, I was sleeping on the floor in the living room at my grandmother's house. Middle of the night, I woke up and saw my grandfather sitting in his rocking chair.
Ah.
I don't know if I was dreaming or whether I was sure I was awake, though.
That's pretty crazy.
I was dreaming, and after my dad passed away, I dreamed that we were sitting in his car and he was explaining everything I needed to do to handle stuff. And it was weird. It was the most vivid dream I ever had. And my boss called me at like 6:30 in the morning to wake me up to make sure I was on time at 9. I was always on time, and he had never called me in the 8 years I worked for him. But that one morning he called me and woke me up in the middle of that dream.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Must have had a very important project.
He should have talked to me because I wouldn't have answered the phone for Jack.
Well, it doesn't matter. I already woke up.
I'm just saying, if Dad had sat me in the back seat in the dream and told me what to do with the estate and stuff, I probably would have remembered it because I wouldn't have answered the phone for Jack.
And it's kind of the story of my life. If I have like an experience like that, it's just some person telling me what to do.
Oh, I got a story similar to yours. It's not my story, but my cousin Ramona, the one that's in my film, why is my hamburger so big? Her, when she was like 9 years old, her grandma, which was our Aunt Bertha, passed away. And she went to bed at night or whatever, and she didn't see her at the funeral or whatever, but she ran out of her room screaming. She said that Bertha went through her wall.
Oh, wow.
In the middle of the night, and she said her hair was yellow. It was basically how they described her how she looked when she flew feet. And she even as an adult, she swears it happened. And I think Bertha was just being nice. She was trying to visit her.
Some
You
people
just don't
can't
do
handle
that.
it.
You don't do that as a ghost, visit a little girl because you're going to scare them probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people, she was a kid. Okay. Yeah. Well, kids, some people, kids or adults have a hard time, accepting ghosts and spirits.
Well, Bertha was always kind of supernatural because there's a legendary story from that side of the family so what happened Bertha, when she was a little bitty girl, was on the porch with her mom, which had been my grandma Clancy, and lightning struck the house across the street. And my grandma Clancy grabbed her arm just out of, reflex when the lightning hit. And it burned the address of the house across the street into her arm.
Ooh.
And every time Bertha would get mad, the address would glow.
Wow. That's pretty
Interesting.
pretty freaky.
I don't know.
I don't think she was a member of the Sith, but she may have been.
Yeah, it was pretty bizarre. I mean, that's not just like that was just something that was just a common thing. Nobody even acted like it was weird. It was just a family memory. And it was just like so matter of fact. It's like, why is that a dress? What is that? Is that a tattoo? No, it's her mom grabbed her arm with lightning struck the house across the street and then engraved the address of the house across the street in her arm. Like it was just nothing.
What are you doing for graphics on Friday night there, Tony?
She paints about every damn thing. I had a little black cat. She didn't like that. I just put some pumpkins on it.
Find some pictures of those, the candy corn. Put them on.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, candy corn. I love candy corn. I want to get some candy corn.
Candy corn was only made in 1 year. It was like 1942, and then they just keep recycling it every year. So
Tastes the same.
Oh yeah, it tastes.
it's like the only candy that Brock's makes or something.
So they basically kind of do it like McDonald's was with their burgers then.
Yep.
Made it once in the 40s and they're still recycling them. That's what I think of McDonald's burger.
They're pretty proud of them.
Yeah.
Well, they can be proud all they want to.
I have a Big Mac about once every 2 or 3 years just to remind myself why I don't eat Big Macs.
Now, have they actually gotten smaller? Because I haven't had one in ages.
Yes.
I was. My daughter was like 5 years old, and we were going to do a road trip to Kansas City from Denver. And
I didn't know robot hands could do that.
Keep going, Darren.
Yeah.
So we were going to do a road trip, and I told Kiana, I said, we'll just stop by McDonald's on the way and grab breakfast. And she said, are you kidding, or are you just wrong? She knew I never went to McDonald's.
Now, the breakfast I could somewhat manage okay at McDonald's. I can deal with
Yeah,
it.
that's the only thing I can eat from McDonald's is like a steak sausage biscuit. That's about it.
Yeah, it's about all I get.
Sausage egg McMuffins are good.
That's what I get.
And
And I
we
get
got, we got steak biscuits at Hardee's and Callahan, but it's an hour round trip to get breakfast.
Hardee's never really settled right with me.
Hardee's,
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I love their sausage biscuits. Hardee's, their sausage biscuits, I love them.
Are they good?
Yeah. And now they just came out with a breakfast burrito that you can get in bacon, sausage, or ham, and those are freaking great. At least for me.
Their chicken fried steak biscuits. I think a lot of their breakfast stuff is 2 for $1 at the moment. So I can go in there and get breakfast for 3 people for like $12.
At Hardee's?
Yeah.
Damn, that's what I spent at McDonald's for a breakfast, $12.
Yeah, this is for 3 people though.
I get a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, 2 hash browns, and an orange juice all the time.
Yeah.
And a large orange drink.
Huh?
Large orange drink.
Oh, yeah. That. No, I'm not playing that.
Orange. ORANGE spells orange.
And a large orange drink. I did.
Oh, that's right. Trump wanted me to say, hang on.
I think this guy's drunk because his clock is all goofed up.
A whole John thing.
Yeah.
While we're waiting.
Thanks, Tony, for your enthusiasm.
Yay.
That's better.
Yay.
Yay.
How come all the words that don't rhyme with anything else? How come they're all colors?
Huh?
Orange and silver don't have any words that rhyme with them.
Well, gold rhymes with mold. That's a color, right?
I didn't say all colors don't rhyme. I just said all words that don't rhyme are colors.
Yellow, fellow, jello.
Yeah. I think it's just
You didn't listen to what he said.
Oh, I heard it.
Okay. You just didn't absorb it.
they're just doing like They're just doing like Google does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you mean? And there's no button that says no, I didn't.
There is, and I pushed it, and it gave me the same answer again.
Like, okay, nothing rhymes with purple, does it?
Nurple.
Orange.
Nurple.
No, I was looking up today. I wanted to see if the Dracula movie from with Bela Lugosi, I never drink wine, if that was public domain or not. So I go into Bing search and all that shit, and it's all about the book. The book was written in the damn 1830s. Yes, it's public friggin' domain. I'm talking about. I want to know about the movie.
Yep.
Because I don't want to risk it anymore. Because 1931, the author of that might still be alive 94 years later.
But you put them about, what, 120 something?
Or undead.
Yeah.
But do the undead, can they still collect like royalties?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, it reminds me,
This
I've
guy.
heard a word. I've heard somebody, a lot of people using this word instead of the word dead. They say we're going to make them unalive.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting
a word.
around Facebook fit censoring.
Is it? Oh. Is it
Just say floofy.
floofy, yeah.
They unalive themselves.
Vicky hates that word floofy, by the way.
Well, I didn't make it for her.
I said it once and she go, oh, please don't call it that.
Yeah, Gracie hated it too, and it just made me want to do it more. All right,
That's like when
hey,
Don.
Paul. Hey guys, give me a subject matter for John and Paul. Since
Oranges.
Oranges in the cemetery.
Yeah, Paul. I mean, Don. I've got a new song for you. What's it called, Paul? It's called Oranges in the Cemetery. What's that about, Paul? It's about the mafia. It's about the American, Italian, Sicilian mafia. And it's called Oranges in the Cemetery. We heard that, Paul. Oh, you ready? Go for it, Paul.
Is that a cello?
Yep. He's about to do a cello shot.
Domino Rigby.
He's got the music thing turned off.
Oh, shit.
Is that part of the lyrics? Oh, shit.
Yes.
This will be fun to watch him try to navigate turning that on in his robot.
Yeah.
Now I'm imagining Ali Larder
Let me
playing
try it this
cello.
way. By the way, the rubber bands didn't work.
That's what she said.
I think he's doing that on purpose.
What?
Eh?
I will continue this in 1 minute. Let me gather up my batteries.
Paul dropped his batteries, or was that John?
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah.
What a robot. Keeps losing his batteries.
Yeah.
It sucks, I tell you.
Is that what robots say instead of losing their marbles? Robots lose
Yeah.
their batteries. Yeah.
You've lost your batteries. I think it's funny the power pack the robot on Lost in Space had. Someone pulled it on once, and he accidentally moved once in a scene. Very quick. You had to see it quick. Bobby May, who's inside there. He hadn't realized that the pack was out or something. I don't know.
And it was like the size of, it was like 4 AA batteries, wasn't it?
Yeah, the battery pack, or yeah, for the
It was
robot.
like this big.
Yeah.
And wasn't it supposed to be like nuclear or something, or atomic, or?
Well, it could have been nuclear, but it could have been nuclear.
I like atomic better.
Ah.
It's pronounced nuclear.
Well, speaking of atomic, I just found out on things you didn't know about the bionic people, that their bionics were atomic powered.
Oh, of course. Because they didn't know about the... Well, lucky thing they weren't using, lithium ion, because then you'd see Steve Austin running down the road at 120 miles an hour, and all of a sudden just...
Yeah, but on the Return of the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman, Steve Austin's son became bionic, and his was nuclear powered. That's why he was able to run faster.
Oh, cool.
And you see him, Jamie, running together, and he just shoots right by her, and she catches up and says, "I feel like an obsolete model."
Now, see, my legs are nuclear powered.
Right?
They are very powerful, but they do glow in the dark.
Yeah.
You can say you saw
people a bitch.
Well, it was like Spider-Man.
Obsolete Mom.
Whose mom?
I thought Steve said he saw a movie called Obsolete Mom.
Ah.
Ready to finish my song?
Obsolete model.
Uh,
I like it. I like his version of Obsolete Mom better.
Yeah.
Eleanor Rigby. Father Mackenzie had a bag of oranges he kept in the church. And he walked a bit like Lurch. That's stupid. That's stupid, Paul. Sorry. We'll continue this after these words from our sponsor. This has been the BBC.
So how do you do this at the conventions there, Timmy? Do you lose your batteries all the time or what?
No, because it's actually strapped on to my card.
Strap on, he said. Strap on.
Yeah.
Strapped on to your what?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Timmy thought that Lou Ferrigno kind of smiled at me, because Timmy had dropped his batteries.
Yeah. No, he gave you ass contact.
Oh, I see. Maybe he did it when my back was turned to them. I don't know.
Not that I want anybody to floofy, but when Lou Ferrigno floofies, we're going to have to listen to Steve.
Why?
He's going to know what you're talking about.
Well, I'd hate for to see him floofy, but
Yeah, and I said I don't want to see anybody floofy, but
yeah.
Well,
Kenny.
I wish they'd kill off the whole Simpson family in a car crash or something.
Or in Simpson
fashion. That's kind of mean, Steve, because you don't even watch the Simpsons, so you shouldn't even care about them.
Well, I'm tired of hearing about it.
Well, first of all, Bart should be in his 40s now. Bart and Lisa.
Yeah, is that baby still sucking on that pacifier or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have no current knowledge of that. I haven't watched The Simpsons in probably 20 years.
Yeah.
Neither does anybody else.
Yeah.
But apparently it keeps getting renewed every year.
Does it?
I don't know why.
It's weird, but I think there are people who watch over-the-air TV still. There must be.
Really?
The girl that played Rhoda's sister in Mary Tyler Moore's show, and Rhoda is the one that voices Marge Simpson.
And she just floofied, didn't she?
Did she?
Yes. One of the voice actors of The Simpsons just floofied.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard they killed off Marge.
Yeah.
So that might explain it.
Did they kill off Marge?
I heard they did. I have no idea.
Because there's so many people who could do that voice to replace her. I mean,
yeah, you could.
I used to. My voice is.
Oh, Homer.
Oh,
Homer. Deeper, Homer.
No.
Let's forget we did that part.
Like a catastrophic crash here.
Uh-oh.
Not only did my batteries fall out this time, but it spilled my drink and got a big mess.
Uh-oh.
That's how you know dogs are better than cats, because there's not a word called dogastrophic.
Darkness falls.
Oh, that's what it was. Nancy McKenzie, who voices Marge in Latin America in the Spanish dub, passed away, and but Julie Kavner's still alive.
Was that who does Marge?
Marge,
yeah.
She was also in the movie Click. She played opposite Henry Winkler, played his wife. If you saw that movie.
Remember that show, Herman's Head?
I've heard about it. I don't remember seeing it.
It was like a one-season thing. The girl who voiced the Simpson daughter, what's her name? Goofy Simpson. Lisa, yeah. Her voice actress was in that show.
I went through a phase of watching one-season shows just because I knew they were already canceled and I didn't have to get my hopes up.
Oh, what I hate is watching one that leaves, that ends, but it leaves you in a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah,
I hate that.
Have you ever seen the TV show? It was actually a David Lynch thing. It was called On the Air. And forget season. It was only on for like 3. I think they shot 6 episodes, showed 3, and then just threw the rest away.
It was called On the Air.
Yeah, it was it was set at an early 50s TV station. And everybody was nuts.
So was it a 70s show or?
No, 90s, I think.
90s, okay.
Or aughts. Could have been aughts.
They're probably trying to copy WKRP in Cincinnati then.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be a TV network. Well, no, it was much weirder than that. With David Lynch, it's going to have to be some weird.
WKRP was a classic. I mean, except for the reboots, they should have left it alone.
I'm blissfully ignorant of any reboots of that show. Thank goodness.
No, they didn't. Well, actually, it's like Roseanne. They brought it back with most of the original cast. Gary Sandy wasn't in this one though, but I think everybody else was.
I think the old lady had already passed away by that point.
Yeah. So I don't know who owned the station, whether but did Gordon Jump pass away by then? That's what I wonder.
Yeah, because he took over for Jesse White in the Maytag commercials for a little while.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Gordon Jump just had a comedic face.
Oh, of course, yeah, he's born to do that kind of stuff. What's really funny is watching an old '60s like drama or whatever, and seeing the fucking Maytag repairman there. Because he did at least one episode of Perry Mason where he was the killer.
Gordon Jump did?
No, when he was born. Jesse White, the original Maytag guy.
Well, and Gordon Jump, like I said, how comedic he was. It was so I mean, this is a stupid episode anyway, but on Different Strokes, they had a 2-parter devoted to teaching about prevention of child sexual, or you can't say that on review. Sexual, you know what I mean.
Bad stuff.
Intercourse.
Bad stuff. We'll say bad stuff. And Gordon Jump played the bad guy.
Wow.
And I'm like, talk about, not, it's just not a Gordon Jump character.
Is that one of the, I remember a comedian talking about, the voice that, always did the bumpers for shows, and this week on Happy Days, and then they'd go, and then this week's special episode of Strokes, the timbre of the voice would
Casey would do that too. He was like, on an all new Real People, it's this, but then on a special episode of Little House, Laura finds out she's pregnant and means disaster for the father. He's not on the phone.
Yeah, it was always a very special episode.
Yeah, very special. Yeah.
And you remember back in the 70s, whenever there was like a very special episode, it was especially if there was like a little boy involved and he was, being beaten up by his uncle or whatever the hell, they would always have flute music over.
Yeah.
Oh, low flute music. It was like an alto flute, like Tracy plays the J flute.
Yeah.
It was Ponfier playing the music too? Remember that stupid?
No, Zamfir had the pan flute. He had with like 15 flutes. He would just, one would break off. He'd just go to the next one, and then you start chewing on them.
Mm-hmm.
He was the master of the pan flute.
The Incredible Hulk even did an episode with child abuse. It wasn't the bad touch thing. It was regular beaten by his father. And there's a blooper from Bill Bixby on there. He's supposed to say real seriously to this other actor, says, "Your husband is a child abuser or a child beater." And it comes out, this blooper actually says, he goes, "Your husband is an egg beater," and keeps going and not realizing what he said. And he starts wondering why the actress is starting to laugh. And then they tell him, "You said egg." Oh, and they look on his face.
Well, guys, it's my 9 o'clock hour, so
Hang on.
yeah, I can't.
Just hang on a second.
Okay, 1 second. There you go.
Because I didn't say
That's
something.
better.
Yay. That was much
All right,
easier
well, I mean-
robot to deal with.
Oh, look at that, Tim. The batteries are falling out of that. What's the matter with you?
You know, I went 2 hours. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Jesus. I mean, I wore this hat for 2 hours, but didn't have any batteries in it.
You know what? Painting myself from head to toe was less problematic than that robot.
Jeez.
Oh, there's my Halloween
That's
spook.
disgusting.
Hey, the Unalive did that, not me.
Oh, okay. And I wonder, talking about Ollie Larder, Ollie Larder, I wonder how many kids called her Farter back in school.
Allie Farter. Wasn't that song by
We can
Hollywood
talk about some of the
Archive,
names
Allie
people
Farter?
called my last name in high school, but we'll leave that for another show.
I can
Who's that,
imagine.
Stoney behind you? She's sexy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's Metropolis. She was the first robot lady. This is what the future looked like in 1927.
That's pretty damn high tech. I mean, that's very. I mean, that could have been made today, really.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's an amazing movie. I mean, you can get it with the subtitles in English and stuff too. if
Was
you
that
want.
a real woman in that?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's a
But they're
robot.
doing. They're
That was
doing.
RuPaul.
He wasn't even thunk of back then.
Oh,
Nor
was
his parents, probably.
I said that was RuPaul. I was,
Yeah, poopball.
Oh, he's that guy in Congress.
yeah.
That's Rand Paul. Same thing. Congress.
Well, God's talk will
Well,
miss
guys-
you. You don't have to. You don't have to get tired of us and go. But I know he gets tired of us and goes.
Yeah.
I'm not tired of you guys. I'm retired in general, so I will see you all next week for my birthday. I will come join you guys for my birthday next week.
Okay.
Yay! Bring the cake.
And just remember this, Gottschalk.
I will.
Ah!
Boo. Yeah.
Next week is a transferama
Have a
week.
good night, guys.
Night.
All
Night.
right. You gonna do Tylenol hour for me?
No.
No, we got rid of that after last week. You know what? I will give Keaton kudos for giving us a reason to get rid of that. And we weren't even mean to him. I tell you, we got like a 10-minute precious moment from that. That was hilarious.
So we need him
You gonna
back.
dedicate an entire precious moment to Keaton?
Yeah.
But at least 10 minutes of it. I don't know what the clip out of it. It was so funny.
So we need him back then, don't we?
Were you there, Steve?
Yeah, I was there. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
So Darren,
Yeah.
before I go, we're gonna make millions of dollars because I just need to start playing D&D online live. So
There you go.
Let's do it.
Well,
Let's
you
do
know
that
what I was
instead of
thinking,
this.
Darren? Is you've got an edge over everybody because you've got the first edition AD&D, which nobody else has. And I think that, I mean, serious, that would give you something, even if the title edition
I
one
don't-
AD&D had this
I
originally.
don't have the first edition of AD&D.
Yeah, but you are
ADD.
you are Generation 1 Dungeons and Dragons player, and I think that alone could get some traffic. I mean, it's just I'm not being silly. I'm being serious.
Yeah, but it helps
No,
if you're
I'm listening to you.
charismatic.
You are. I mean, Gottschalk isn't, but you are. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just kidding. Of course.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
serious.
laughing.
I don't know if
No.
you can. I'm big now, so you can't just beat me up all the time.
Right.
Like you, yeah.
I don't know. I think me and Darren could throw down pretty good still.
Yeah, maybe.
And I will be right back.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
See
Did
ya.
anybody else leave?
Yeah, we
I
can't
can adjust the.
Well, I tried to do it the whole show. If I ever do that again, I'm gonna leave that thing attached to the loincloth. I mean, to the cod piece, and just do it that way. You know, when I did the robot that other time, I had it on the desk. I didn't have it set on the drums. That was part of it. Every time I moved, that damn thing would fall. And the last time it knocked my drink over and everything, I'm just like, I'm done with it. I wasn't done with it then, but as I was cleaning it up, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to put this shit back on.
So when I check in code changes at work, it has to go through a whole process of getting tested and built and everything on the back end. And it takes like 2 hours. And I've had finished stuff last week. And I was trying to check it in. It just keeps failing over and over. So it's like start it over, 2 hours, fails. So that's been my whole week. And early on during the show here, it actually completed. So I'm pretty psyched.
Yay!
Sweet. I had to change my password today.
Try it with a capital P. Nobody gets
I just use the password manager. That way, if the computer blows up, I'll just have no passwords for anything.
I just never decided whether I could trust password managers.
I've been using them for 20 years.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Because any password you can remember is too insecure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have a method for remembering. Well, basically, you just pick a subject and just remember a bunch of words in order, and you can make a big old long password, and all you have to do is remember the words.
Goodness, that's a lot. I mean, I hope you at least have it where you can copy and paste it from somewhere. Goodness.
Well, the one I told you about is just for my Wi-Fi, so I only have to do it the first time I connect something.
I'm like, I kept thinking, geez, when's this going to end?
Yeah.
One day you'll have to do a tour of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do more. Well, we never really talked about this. We never got a chance to because Godshot leaves so early, but we were going to do like some on the spot videos and stuff, but got to figure out how to do it because when I tried to show the video of our weekend a couple of weeks ago, Darren, it was very laggy. Like,
oh yeah.
It was just like 1 frame a second kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe a little better than that, but we got to figure out a different way. Tony could maybe, if we can figure out a way, Tony's able to do that stuff better. If we can figure out a way you can do that in OBS at the same time.
Steve's in chat. I don't know what's wrong with him.
You can play that stuff behind you.
I guess. No
So
audio,
why can't
though.
you play our stuff? You can't do that with audio?
No.
There's got to be a way. People do it. I mean, this is the 21st century.
Is it?
I had to write a bunch of checks buying the house and whatnot. And I don't think I wrote 19 and had to scratch it out once on any of the checks.
Nice.
That's the first time.
I'm still writing 1990 doesn't seem like 10 years ago anymore, but for a long time it did.
Well, that seems like 20 years ago now.
Yeah, now 2000 seems like 10 years ago.
I forget what I was doing. I'm kind of tired too. Oh, I was thinking that the 2000s, other than like social media and AI and stuff, don't seem that different from now. But then I started going back and just watching movies from the late 90s and the 2000s. the naughties. They're different. They're a lot better.
Yeah, everything just went to crap.
People are better looking than they are now.
Yeah.
Well, the private equity firms weren't, I guess, as big as shareholders, or they didn't go full bore with their agenda until probably about 10 years ago, I would guess.
I would say that probably started big, maybe 2000. Because I remember like restaurants and stuff used to be good, and then they suck. Then they got bought by.
I remember, this is how old I am. I remember when going to McDonald's was a treat.
Yeah.
And I remember when Kentucky Fried Chicken was the best food in the universe.
Shoot, Popeyes surpassed them in like 20 years ago.
But this was 1970, 71.
Oh boy, when I would eat like at work when I lived in Alabama, I'd have some KFC for lunch, and then I'd be just like pooping my pants and everything.
That's awesome.
It was.
That's what I liked. That's what I liked about In-N-Out so much. It's like, this is probably what McDonald's tasted like 60 years ago.
Well, I think, well, yeah, I mean, those people were getting a grip in the 90s, because the 90s is when sitcoms and commercials and stuff, when they started making the dad a total idiot.
Yeah, but no, that's always
and
good.
it was like, it wasn't always that way, but it's by the 90s it was. I mean, they Home Improvement with the all that crap. They were, and the commercials, the guy was always an idiot, didn't know how to operate a mop or anything.
Oh, yeah.
And but then I really think it was about 2018 is this when things went nuts, when this everything was made by committee. Darren showed me Rogue One. It was the only Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars I'd seen. And I remember about a half hour in, I was watching the protagonist. I said, I hope every one of these people die. And Darren was like, well, I think you might get your wish. Because it was soulless. They were just barking orders, and there was nothing. There was no soul to anybody. I want these people to die. And they're supposed to. The robot had more soul than the people did. He was the only person that was worth watching in the whole movie.
That's where you're wrong. That was actually the best of the new movies.
Oh, well, she had boobies.
It was the best smelling heap of dog shit. Okay.
Yeah. No, she was cute.
That's all that matters to you, is she's cute. There was no.
If it weren't for that kind of thinking, none of us would be here right now.
I guess.
But no, it was a good movie. I liked it.
I didn't. I just, it made me. The only thing I liked about it was when you were seeing hints that Star Wars was going to happen, because it was a prequel. It was like the day before Star Wars is how they were doing it. And when they did an AI thing of Leia and Grandma Tarkin and stuff, but they that part of me made me nostalgic and made me realize how good Star Wars was. It's like, ooh, it's actually showing scenes of the guns in the trees, like Star Wars, and it made me miss Star Wars, and to me that's what I got out of it, and it made me realize how bad this Disney. And believe me, when Disney bought Star Wars, I had no problem with it. I didn't know Disney's agenda. I'm like, well, maybe they'll do something neat with it. I mean, they're Disney. They got money. Maybe they'll do something neat with Star Wars. Boy, was I wrong about that.
Other than Rogue One, because that was a good movie.
You showed me Rogue One, and I was a half an hour in, and I said, I hope all of the people in this. I'm sorry, I'm going to the rerun mode. Sorry.
Huh?
I went into rewind.
Wow.
That's what robots do sometimes. Well, they say these AI people they're what is this satanic thing they go into? They're hallucinations and stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, they just lie.
Yeah.
They can't
They
figure it
do.
out.
They
Just
lie,
make
and they get all
something
their
up.
information from Reddit and Wikipedia. You know, if we used anything from Wikipedia in school, we'd have been expelled. That's how
Well,
bad
me
it
too, but
hasn't gotten
because
any better.
they said, "What the hell are you talking about, boy?"
I know.
Wikipedia had one good article. It was a literary critique of Hungry Hungry Caterpillar.
Ah.
It was, it was a bunch of, it was a site that had clever, funny Wikipedia entries that were deleted because they weren't serious, but they were funny enough to keep around for other. It was good.
I tried creating one.
Wikipedia. Well, so what was it? I remember you saying that before. It was funny. What was it with the Hungry Caterpillar?
I barely even remember now. It was just like it was a social critique on capitalism, and it was just totally over the top and obviously not even close to being true. But it was.
Yeah, remember it was funny. I like everything on Wikipedia.
I suck at Googling, so I can't find things again.
I tried making an Apology None Wikipedia page, and it didn't take.
Yeah, that's when I started hating them. I didn't like them before, and I didn't trust anything they said. But when Steve tried to make an apology and unpaid, and then they declined it because they're not popular enough. I'm like, fuck off. It's not that it's just an indie band. It's a thing. I mean, it's got movies on and film festivals and everything else.
No,
Go ahead.
There's Wikipedia? They got a page for everybody who floofies, and it's by day, and it is updated every day, and every one of them is like Jamon Klambabubu, the foreign minister for Flabubu, and who passed away at 97 years old. Like nobody you ever heard of, and then way at the bottom is like the guy from Soft Cell, and then nobody you ever heard of, and so none of that holds water.
There is an interesting. I probably mentioned this before, but there's a interesting Wikipedia page on people killed by bears, and it just has a big grid, and it goes from time, through time. So it starts off modern, and it's like the bear killed a hiker, and then the bear was shot from a guy in a helicopter.
I mean, who wants to look up that stuff?
I did. So I read all of them, and you go back, but you go back farther and farther in time, and it's like this bear was killed, or generally dynamite was the preferred method of killing bears back in the 1800s. Sometimes it was just the guy that the bear attacked killed it with a knife.
That reminds me, I'm going to make a Wikipedia page where how many times the coyote tried to kill the roadrunner. Then
yeah, there you go.
Right.
But
wait, let Darren finish his story, please.
Oh, I thought he was long.
No, he wasn't finished yet.
Oh, I'm done. That was it.
Okay.
That's why I thought.
But did the number of bear attacks, especially if bears eating kids, did that spike right after the TV show Gentle Ben debuted?
No, I think it probably dropped because the bear was occupied in Hollywood.
But no, everybody said, "Oh, look, there's a bear! Oh, let's go play with the bears."
Yeah, that's
exposing that little kid to that bear. That was kind of gutsy, really.
Well, it was Ron Howard's brother, but they actually they spoofed that on The Simpsons. Exactly what we're saying. It was this bear that was a Gentle Ben, had his own like Geraldo show with an audience, and they basically had, I don't remember the whole premise, but somebody was being interviewed by the bear, and all of a sudden he started going to the food table, and then they tried to get him away from it, and he smacked one of the crew, and then they tranquilized him, and then they cut to commercials, and they show like a gentle picture of the bear with the microphone. They used to be funny back in the day. But no, what were we saying? We were talking about the bear. What was right before the bear? Because I bookmarked something and it's gone.
Weren't you talking about the Clone Wars?
No, we weren't talking about the Clone Wars.
Okay.
What was it? Right, spraying stuff spraying cologne at it. What was it? Right before the bear.
Cologne Wars.
Right before the bear. What were we saying?
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Oh. You're talking about ways people floofied from bear. I think it was you, Darren, that saw a similar article about people that floofied in gyrocopters, and almost every one of them involved drinking.
No, our grandpa had a got a auto gyro magazine, and it was always had too many bunch of beers, and then hey, let's take this thing up.
Wasn't that what John Denver was killed in?
No, it was a fiberglass plane.
Okay.
No, it was a Burt Rutan plane, one of those with a tail in front. Which
it looked like a backwards plane.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna crash.
Well, of course it is. They should have told him, you got to fly the thing in reverse. I did find out. I saw a deeper documentary, or it might have been a guy that commented on a YouTube video saying that he was actually the mechanic.
For John Denver's
he said that John Denver knew about that fuel tank switch and that it was in the wrong place, and they were going to try to fix it. So, I mean, it wasn't like an accident that he all of a sudden discovered he couldn't reach the switch. It was always a problem, and they were going to fix that thing. And that was, of course, he was reaching behind him to switch the fuel tank, and I guess his knee hit that.
And he was concentrating so much in trying to hit that fuel switch that he wasn't paying attention to where he was going.
Well, and he didn't die in the crash.
Oh, he didn't?
He figured out the fuel switch, and then he went home and slipped on water, and his radio fell in the bathtub, and then he got hanged by the shower curtain.
Yeah, that was
John Denver edition.
And then Ali Larder was there for some reason.
No, that was David Carradine. But I'm near a municipal airport here, and I've seen. Actually, the only time I've ever seen an auto gyro in flight, I saw a year or two ago. It's like, I hear this weird... I look up and, damn, that's an auto gyro. I'd never seen one in flight, not in real life before. And then just yesterday or the day before, I saw one of those Burt Rutan planes with a tail in front fly by, and it actually flew just fine. Because they're very safe aircraft if you don't screw around with a fuel thing.
My dad was going to buy one.
Mm. It's a very easy or a long easy. They're all called easy because I guess they're easy.
Yeah, in the 60s, before Darren and I were born, my dad took my mom to Tennessee. And it was the longest trip they'd ever made together. And it was to look at auto gyros. That's all I know about it.
Seems like it'd be fun.
It seems like
one of your uncles has an air coupe, right?
Who is?
Someone with an uncle has an uncle with an air coupe.
What is an air coupe?
Okay, so I guess it wasn't your uncle.
No, it's similar to an air sedan.
Is that a convertible?
It's an airplane. Little twin-tail deal, no rudder pedals. It's supposed to be like so easy to fly that a monkey can do it.
Mm.
Well, I do have a monkey's uncle something like, but I don't know what you're talking about. So it couldn't have been my monkey uncle.
Did any relative of yours own an airplane of any kind?
Yeah, my grandpa Lloyd owned a bunch of them.
Okay. Did he have one in the garage that he was like half apart and he was going to fix someday?
Oh shit! Yeah, he had like two. He had a Mustang and a Globe Swift, a 1946 Globe Swift.
Midget Mustang, I think is
a midget Mustang.
Oh, not a real one.
Like
Yeah.
World War II one. Yeah. It was like a
plane talk.
And I think they developed the Swift as a training plane for actual Mustangs.
Sweet. It was a neat looking plane. Hey, Steve.
Ew.
Give us a conversation then, one involving music. Bands and stuff.
Music?
Yeah, it's in your court. I don't need to talk about planes. I like music better, so let's talk about music.
I just do that to be goofy. I do that when you do car talk too.
It's okay. I just you're here, and I want to talk about music. So give us something to talk about.
Why don't we talk about feet?
Huh? Feet?
Yeah.
Feet.
Is that a band?
Little
yeah,
Feet.
Little Feet was a band. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can talk about both.
Oh, there you go.
I've got Chrome Feet.
Oh, there you go. But you're talking about tagging songs, because you had that song was like, flap to the doodle or whatever it was called, and it was the instead of an or something like that. But
Yeah,
there's the
what
one,
song?
the greatest song of the greatest hippie song of the late '60s, "Friend and Lover." Reach out to the dark. No, it was reach out of the darkness, and the actual song lyric was reach out in the darkness.
And
But
believe me,
somebody's a
that
label
wasn't
screwed
even
up.
the hook. The hook of it, we're all so groovy now, and we'll spend the time together. And that was the hook.
We'll get
So I
the
don't even
verse
know
as soon
where
as
the
the song comes out.
Yeah, and they
But
were
the
a
story
married
in the
couple.
middle where he met a man that I did not care for. So you
It
gotta
was a
listen to the
married
song.
couple that made this. They were friends and lover. It was a married couple, and they divorced right after the album.
Right, because the
And
guy
there was
met
a
a
song
man.
that Pandora, yeah, there was a song Pandora used to play. It wasn't that one. It was a different one. And they were just screaming, and they couldn't sing. I'm like, no wonder it sounded like Ruth Buzzy singing or something. It's just like, what is this? So anyway, Steve played this day in history. He plays it on his show. And today it was this day in history, 1884. The Statue of Liberty is, which was given to us by a gift from France, falls over. That was my, take on it. You just give a little bit of a different ending to everything in this day history, and I think it would be more entertaining.
Ah. Well, the problem is with this day in history stuff, it's all like 10 or 15 years old, so it's like...
Yeah, I'm getting ready to axe all that, too.
Well, they actually do
It's never
occasionally...
anything
if
good.
you-
It's always depressing stuff. This day in history,
Yeah.
Britney Spears hits #1 with "Who the Fuck Cares."
But no, they do update it because if you do a search, if you go to AP and search for today in history, you'll see the same date like 3 or 4 times, and you have to kind of drill down. 12 years ago, 90 years ago, 3 years.
Yeah.
Some of them are more. The funniest one, it was they were talking. It was Donald Trump's birthday, and they did this whole thing about Donald Trump, and he did this and did that, and the other thing. Didn't mention his presidency once.
Yeah.
Because it was obviously had been made before.
Yeah.
This day in history, 1989. What were you doing in 1989?
That was
Better
when
now.
the Batman movie came out.
Oh, what were you doing?
Which month? Like in October today?
It didn't have to be today. Just think think of 1989 and what was the first thing that came to your mind? What were you doing? Not what movie
I
it
was
about.
I was going to. Oh no, I was 80. I think I was going to truck driving school in 89.
Mm-hmm. That was the last time I saw a doctor.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was getting married.
There you go. I was in my senior year of school and then starting the workforce, so it was a kind of a pivotal year. I think we did this years ago. It was kind of a fun game.
Yeah.
Just name any random year and what is the first. It doesn't have to even be anything that happens in your life. 1992. What was the first thing that happens in that year?
92. I was living in Pennsylvania. My son was 6 years old. That's the first thing I remember.
Okay, Darren.
I'm still remembering '89. That's when, when
Tony?
released the Disintegration album.
The what?
The Cure Disintegration album.
Okay, fair enough.
That was, I think, that was the year I started with H&R Block.
HR Puffins. Yeah, that's cool.
And we did
The first
taxes
thing
on
that came into
paper.
my mind was Thunderchild, and that was the year, basically the year where we started getting music that was actually good, that we're kind of proud of. And I remember being very excited about it. That was 92 to me. It was like, we're going to be rock stars one day. I was wrong, but people have told me I dodged a bullet with that. But it was it was exciting. Remember, Darren, like the Valley songs I wouldn't play for anybody now, but at the time it was exciting.
I still like a lot of those songs. Mostly
I
the
do.
ones that I had little to do with.
Well, I have a Thunderchild playlist on my portable player. I just haven't gotten it out in a few, about 10 years. But there was a while I was listening to the Thunderchild stuff again, the band that we did. And I actually was like redoing one of the songs as an Apology None song. And I think that was when I was kind of going through a big writer's block and trying to figure out who I was and what I was going to do. And
Oh, trust me, I know about them writer's block. I haven't been able to do a therapy lady in ages because I just brain fart.
well, I tell you what, Steve, this worked for Apology None. I don't know if it'll work for your therapy lady, but a couple years ago, because I could rack my brain trying to make a song, and it wouldn't. It would just be so arduous. But then when I was making some Transforama video, when I got little Judy, my cousin, to do voices, we did, oh my gosh, like 50 scenarios. So I was set up. I could just do all these. I was excited. And I would just make little theme songs. I would pick up my auto harp or the guitar, and I would just do something real quick for that video that would meant nothing. And those would morph into songs, really good songs. And that's kind of how the Hideaway album happened. It was because I wasn't racking my brain. It was just making something for fun. And then it grew legs.
That's interesting. But I don't know if that would work with comedy like it would with music.
I think it would. Just let it ride, and don't put too much thought into it, and just have fun, and just record everything you do. Record all your ideas, and it will come. That's what I do with this new album. It's just me humming things into the phone when it comes to me, and then anyway, that's kind of boring. But anyway, Gracie and Josh did watch the movie. Her one criticism of it was she didn't like the theme song that I want her for myself.
Yeah.
Because she said it like starts and stops and stuff. Like,
what do you think of Steve Barini?
I was scared of Steve Arini.
Yeah, I think one of them said they were scared of Steve Arini, but I guess that's good. We kind of want them to be scared of him, don't we? What were you scared of him for, Darren? Because I'm curious now. Why did two people say they were scared of Steve Arini?
I don't remember if he had bangs or not, but he looked like he should have had bangs, and I'm scared of
bangs. Oh, maybe it was a hat.
Because you never know what they're going to do.
I
bet Ali Larder has bangs.
I used to have bangs until about 4 years ago. Because I had not. Huh?
They fell out?
I had bangs.
I know. You used to have, and then they fell out.
No, I had bangs until about 4 years ago. Because I had a knot in the middle of my forehead, a cyst. I had it for a long time, so I would wear bangs to cover that up. And then I had it removed. In like the same year I had my big surgery, I had the bangs removed. So I had a lot of it removed that year.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't had to wear bangs, but I kind of liked the bangs. I was okay with it.
Well, it's not. It creeps other people out, not you.
Well, it doesn't matter what other people think. Jesus said so.
Jesus bled so.
Yeah, and then he beat the shit out of the bunny lenders in the temple.
Yeah,
I would have too. They were like, those were thieves, and they were taking up the church with their thievery and selling doves and cutting their heads off and stuff.
I heard some scientists talking about that there weren't many physical descriptions of Jesus in the Bible. All they had to go on was that he was a baby and grew, so he was bigger than a baby, and he went into the temple, so he was smaller than a temple. That's all they really know.
Who's this Ali Lardy you keep talking about?
She's this woman that was on the wrong channel and was supposed to be here tonight, but she was busy at work.
Okay.
But I don't know. I get really annoyed with these people saying Jesus actually looked like this, and they show this black guy with this fro.
Oh,
and they're serious about it. They're trying to tell us that, because that's what people look like. And that I'm just like thinking, and I'm not saying what he looked like either, but it was called the Fertile Crescent then. It wasn't a desert then like it is now.
Right.
And if you don't believe me, look how quick Kansas and Nebraska and all those states became a desert in a matter of months. With bad agriculture, it can happen.
Yeah.
And plus, there was a lot of I'm not talking about inbred, but there's a lot of breeding with Northern Europeans and everything else at that time. There were people with blue eyes back then.
Oh, yeah.
In that area,
well, Egyptian mummies, they've been trying to get some DNA out of them, and a lot of them are basically genetically like European.
Yeah, exactly. If you read the Bible, it talks about swamps, it talks about snow and blizzards and everything else in there. Yeah. So it's not like these people just lived in the damn desert. And so I don't know. I'm not saying what he looked like, but I'm just saying people are full of it, and they've got their own How come she's the only thing in focus? Isn't that weird?
Who is that?
Allie Larder.
The one from Final Destination with the Christmas tree teeth.
Yeah, or what the fuck, Varsity Blues? I don't know if you ever saw that movie back in the 90s.
It was just really weird, Darren. When you moved it, everything, your background's blurry, and everything was blurry except her face. I guess it's a zoom thing, but it was pretty funny the way it looked.
No, I didn't. I was thinking 90% that wasn't going to work out.
It actually worked out. That's all you could see was a blurry black thing that was like maybe a TV, and then her face was all sharp.
Well, the blue of the background thing is it's designed to recognize faces. That's why I tell people, if you want to show something, you can't show it over here and you can't show it over there. You got to put like your face next to it, because if you go over here and it doesn't see your face, and then it'll go like that.
I'm glad you had the jack-o'-lantern in front of you, Darren. It was at least Halloween-y.
There you go.
Yeah, did you remember the witch?
Which witch?
Vaguely? Is that Grandma Catherine's?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've
got something that looks like the witch, but it's a rooster, and it was Sadie's, and I've got it on my book. You've seen it. And I hate chickens, but I've always was fascinated by it when I was a little kid because I had a very tall tail.
Nobody can kill the rooster.
Except STP or Alice in Chains.
Right.
Do you actually need to wear underwear to bed? Doctors weigh in.
Depends. In the winter, I'll sleep naked because it's warmer.
You said depends.
In the summer, though, what?
You said depends.
Yeah, depends
I'm
on
not
the winter.
there. I'm like Grandpa Lloyd. If I'm working on the car and shit myself, I'm gonna put a bullet in my head. That's what my grandpa used to say.
Oh, I was gonna. Steve needs to get. There's something called a fart organ or a fart piano, and it's like it's an abbreviated little keyboard. It's only got like about a half dozen keys or maybe 8 keys, and you can play it, and it goes, and it's like different tunes.
Oh,
and there's guys on YouTube playing that along with like Metallica and things like that.
Do you have to play it with your butt?
No, it has nothing to do with your butt. It is a mechanical electronic device.
I have another one.
What did you call it? I guess I need to clean the wax out of my ears. What did you call it?
It was either called a fart piano or a fart organ.
Okay, so it makes sense that you would stick it up your butthole and with like a tube and fart out a melody.
I think you're thinking of tubas.
Oh, I could be. Yeah, I could be.
It's not
again. It has a keyboard with an abbreviated. I think it's like one. It's like 8 keys or something. But
Monty Python had that thing. Oh, this was so stupid. So everybody remembers the Holy Grail with one of Terry Gilliam's little art collages where they had the guys playing the trumpets out of their butts. Remember that? It was pretty iconic. Well, in the 90s, there was an alternative band called the Butt Trumpets. And it's like, really?
Seriously?
And it was like...
There was Toad the Wet Sprocket, too.
Yeah, but what was that from?
There was a band, but I don't know what it was from.
I know. It's fine to have a stupid name. The 90s were all about stupid names. But the Butt Trumpet, it's like... it's like what I'm trying to say, if anybody understands my drift, is it's like the reference was so freaking obvious. It almost kind of pissed me off. It's like there was another band called the Screaming Cheetah Wheelies, and that was off an obvious Gary Larson things of cheetahs doing wheelies. And it's like, gosh, come on. We knew exactly what they were thinking when they came up with their names. They were like on pot, and they were looking at some Gary Larson calendar. Oh, let's call ourselves.
Well, that's the third thing I've learned tonight. I've had like 3 life-shattering bursts of knowledge. And the third one is whenever I have to make a decision from now on, I'm going to say to myself, what would Gary Larson do?
Nothing.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the answer.
You're pretty good. Oh, Grant, I'm sorry, Wendy. Griffey said I'm the goofy one, and Wendy said I graduated in 92. So she did answer our quiz. I'm sorry, Wendy, because my external monitor that's got the chat is behind me this time because I've had an unintentional change of plan today. But I kind of knew that the robot, I think, figured it would work or it didn't. I'm glad it worked as long as it did. How many times did I drop the batteries? Like a dozen, seemed like?
Yeah.
It got old after a while, and when it spilled my drink and I was cleaning, I'm just like, I think I'll just be my cartoon robot self.
Your wardrobe lasted longer than Janet Jackson's before it malfunctioned.
Didn't she have like a bottle cap on it there?
What?
Didn't she have a bottle cap on it?
Yeah,
it looked like a bottle cap.
Yeah, bottle cap. And I just heard something today about a TV star's self-destructing, and it was Justin Timberlake. I don't know nothing about either one of them, but they said that he was married or dating her, and that when that happened, everybody was chastising her, and he didn't stick with her. And he was like, yeah, she's stupid. I don't know what happened, but I don't know.
He's probably just tired of her shit.
Yeah.
Probably I wouldn't have been. I don't know. I don't understand why that Will Smith is still with that Pikachu thing.
Because he's not really into girls, and she's just there for show.
Well, that's a hell of a thing to put. She ruined his career. Well, he ruined his career. But
all right. So what you're saying is he has a beard that can't grow hair.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All I can think is him eating the spaghetti now. That when I think of and he's totally embraced the AI shit. I mean, he's totally. Did you see he put AI in his audience? It's like most of his audience is AI people now.
That's all he can get.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the joke. You know what I would have said if I was Chris Rock and he had smacked me? But Chris Rock probably thought of a million things going down the stairwell with his black eye or whatever, right? You know what I would have said? Well, that's what I've been saying for years. Because I figured that they needed that for because the ratings for the Oscars weren't very good. But I've kind of changed my tune. I think it really happened because enough time has come out where basically they said it's ruined his career. But what I would have said if I was Chris Rock, and Tony, just go with me. Let's just say this really happened. If he'd have smacked me and I'd come to my senses and he said, "Don't you take your wife out my fucking mouth," I would have said, "He'd have sent the black man back about 60 years. I think that would have owned him. He would have had that. I think that would have been the funniest thing in the world. I just think he was gobsmacked. He didn't know what to think. But that would have been my response. Because everybody complained that the BET, that channel, that always happened at their awards. That they'd be smacking the shit out of each other. I'd never seen it, but after that incident, I heard it was almost like a BET award thing. Wendy graduated in 92.
High school?
Wait a minute. We were supposed to graduate?
Yeah.
Oh, and I've said this before. I've had those dreams that I'm still in high school and, I don't know my locker combination and all this other stuff in my underwear or naked or whatever. And I figured if I went to college, that would stop those dreams. And it was just my, some fate's way of telling me that I need to continue my education. So I did just for that and got myself like $45,000 in debt. And now I have college dreams too, in addition to the high school dreams. And the college dreams are even worse because it's always, I've got a exam tomorrow in some very boring and tedious class, and I realize I haven't gone to the class all year.
Yeah.
Which is totally not my personality. It's not how I do things, but that's how the dream always goes.
Yeah.
And I've also got a reoccurring dream where I have to finish the fifth grade because it's like I quit the fifth grade 3 months before graduating the fifth grade, and I've got to finish that. And that's where my electric motocross bike, the Sur-Ron Lightbeat, comes in handy because it's like, well, I guess it's okay because I've got the coolest bike in school. Which I was a total nerd, a total doofus. But I will give myself this. When I was in middle school, I had the coolest bike in school. I had the Chrome Mongoose. I really did. There was one other kid that had a Diamondback, which is a cool bike. It had the handbrakes and stuff, but I had the Mongoose. So as nerdy as I was, I had the coolest bike. I wonder if Darren, did mom like rob banks once a year, or was it her income tax return? Because once in a blue moon, she'd get us something really nice because we didn't have a pot to pee in. But every once in a while,
she would like half of the year, the second half of the year, she'd work 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So that we would have Christmas stuff.
It was so nice of her. Remember the Mad Drummer?
What, Drums at Midnight?
No, the one that did the Sharp Dressed Man video, the one that went berserk and he ended up being on The Office.
Yeah.
Well, he did, like last week, he did a very different video blog where people asked him why he when he quit the band. And he said what it was, and he said this isn't going to be a funny one like it usual. And he said basically his mom entered like hospice care, and she was people wanted her to be put in a home, but he had her live with him. And he was with her to the last moment, and he went through the whole thing, and he started actually choking up and said, "I'm sorry, I just wanted to tell you what happened and this and that." And I responded and said, I said our mom was she was damaged and kept to herself, but how she worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs to make ends meet. She really loved us. And I told him that he was a miracle in his mom's life. And he gave me a very thoughtful response too about our mom and stuff. So there you go, Mad Drummer. He had a conversation about mom. So there you go. See if I can find it.
It's almost quitting time for me.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Here we go. Here's what it was. Well, shit.
What?
Can try that again. Because you know what? I still use AC/DC 1989 edition. And it normally does pretty good. But when I try to do something for my download folder, it freezes up. Oh gosh, and now I just went to Windows Explorer and clicked on the actual file, and it's opening up in Photoshop. Thanks. Okay. Here's what I wrote. I said, "You were a miracle in your mom's life. My mom was Karen as well, and she passed away from lung cancer at the age of 67 in 2011. She was always a damaged person and liked to keep to herself, but she raised us on her own, having 2, sometimes 3 jobs, and loved my brother and I very much. Thanks for sharing your personal story. I hope it inspires people to take care of their folks and not leave them alone in their final stages of life." And the Mad Drummer said, "I'm sorry to hear about your mom. I'm equally sorry to hear that she had a hard life. However, she clearly loved her children. It's very humbling to see someone work so hard for for their children." And that's all I got. He's pretty good at responding to people. And actually, he made a blog a week after that saying that there were so many responses to that video that it took him 7 hours to respond to everybody. Gee whiz, I didn't mean to kill the show.
Well, yes, you did. I was just trying to say.
I didn't mean to. I killed the show. I didn't mean to.
No. Not everything has to be happy bunnies and stuff. You know, you get occasionally reality will sneak in. I was just trying to see, comparing head shape to Steve, because Steve thinks he has a weird head. I don't think he has a weird head.
This ain't my side view either. That's why.
He kind of looks like Grandma Tarkin there. Don't worry, Steve. Grandma Tarkin was a badass. He was the only one that ever stood up to Lord Vader.
Yeah.
Lord Vader!
I wanted to do Herman Munster for Halloween, but I didn't.
Why didn't you? Look how much discomfort I went through for this show.
Can you imagine the makeup time and everything?
Yeah, give me a break. I painted my whole body gold last year.
Well, yeah, we know.
So what? I still went through the effort.
But I saw a real cool, just yesterday I saw a real cool way to make the Herman head. And I'm like, damn, if I had time, and I could have done that.
There was a whole sitcom called Herman's Head.
Yeah,
talked about it earlier.
Because only what it needed to do is from like the bust up, you know.
Yeah.
I got to say, Herman's Head, the late 80s and early 90s, that had to have been the best time in movie and TV pop culture ever. I mean, that's when Seinfeld happened, and that's when Married to Children. It was just... Everyone broke away. It was basically the 80s were such a terrible time for sitcoms and music. I mean, it was all hair bands and stuff. And then grunge came along. Grunge sucked, but at least I consider this, I told Putt this and he agreed, Darren, it was like grunge was basically Drano. We were clogged with hair bands. From the 80s that were like generic and basically grunge sucked, but so does Drano. It's caustic. You don't want to get it on your hands or anything. And that's what grunge was, but it got rid of the hair bands. It got rid of that clog. It was, and then it made way for alternative music, which was hit or miss, but at least it was something different. Boy, we needed alternative music, didn't we? No. Goodness, we did.
I was glad the 80s took away the sound of the 70s. Well, disco anyway.
Oh, come on. But you play disco every day on your show.
That's right.
I figured you didn't like Apology None because there wasn't enough police whistles in it. I'm being silly, Steve. Don't get mad.
I like 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
That's fine. I appreciate that. Steve played for the first time an actual song from Jack Mack and the Heart Attack, and I'd heard the name. I'd heard the name forever. They were in like the Fall Guy. They were showing Jack Mack and the Heart. It was always you'd hear them about them on the radio that they're playing or something, but it was mostly Hollywood stuff that they're playing. They're playing it, and Steve didn't ever hear them. And I said in chat, I'm like, I think they were considered a working band.
Yeah,
they were very busy in the 80s, but you didn't really hear any hits from them. And I said they were a lot like Jason and the Scorchers. There was another band, I never really heard their songs, but I always heard of them. And then nobody said a damn thing. Nobody said anything. And then Steve said, I guess they're a working band. I'm like, well, nobody's even talking to me. And that's when I kind of
I realized what I said after. I'm like, oh, he said that already,
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you,
I'm not familiar with any of those bands, so I don't care.
Huh?
I wasn't really familiar with any of those bands.
But
It didn't
I
matter,
heard
man.
the
It's just
name
like
Jack
I was
Black and
saying
the
all
black
this
of
stuff,
the
and nobody
snack.
even gave me nobody even gave me a thumbs up or anything. And it's like,
Do you
why am I
hate
even
when
here?
people give you a thumbs up?
I do hate it, but at least it would have meant that I wasn't like talking to myself.
And I was out watering the lawn in the middle of all that.
If you gave me a thumbs up, that would have at least meant that what I'm saying isn't interesting.
A lot of times they'll say things in the chat room, not everybody responds to it. It's not a...
Yeah, but it went
No,
on
what you
and
got to
on.
do is you got to say something
Interesting.
to Steve. No, you got to say something to Steve that you want Steve to see, so that Phil can put a stupid picture underneath it, so Steve never sees it.
I understand. I don't.
I have resorted because I put it something for Steve to see, and then Phil would put some dumb joke in about geese or whatever, and I would actually go to the line, copy it, paste it, and put it back so it's there on the bottom so Steve can see it.
Well, that's how I was in memory lane. I would say something, and then somebody would put 40 lines of chickens or something, and I'm just like, nobody's going to see anything I said because you dumb fuck. I'm not talking about any of you, but one of these people that put all the chickens up. It's like you have no respect for anybody else.
Chickens don't work anymore.
Huh?
The chickens don't work in there anymore.
Good.
A lot of the emojis don't work in there anymore.
Remember Zat? Was that the chat?
No.
I liked it.
I liked it too, but then I moved, and then it didn't recognize my IP address, which is bullshit.
That's sad. I was always Smurfette in our Zat chats. And it wasn't a trans thing. It was just she looked more like me than any of the other avatars.
So if you choke a Smurf, what color does it turn?
Black. You know, they actually had a Smurf episode, and I remember this when I was a kid because I actually liked that show when I was 10 or 11. They had an episode where they got bit by some bug, a fly, and they would turn purple and start biting each other's butts, and they was contagious. They would all turn purple, and they would become evil like rabid.
Night, Griffey.
That's
Night,
pretty
Griffey.
hot.
What?
I was saying that sounds pretty hot.
It kind of was, but here I actually looked it up. The English version or the European version of the Smurfs, they actually became black.
Wow.
And would bite each other in the butts and they become rabid and black. And in the American version they said, let's make them purple.
You know what gets me though is the fact that there's only one female Smurf in the whole village.
She was hot. I like Smurfette. But anyway, if you look it up on Google, you can actually find figures of the black Smurf. But yeah, I liked Smurfette. I thought she was pretty hot. I'm no shame. I'm not ashamed to say when I was 10 years old, 11, I watched it. The thing about the Smurfs that was cool, Darren would have even appreciated it, but we had different shifts. I would go down the stairs at 5 in the morning and he'd be going up the stairs from his late night movies. But it was the Smurfs is very Hobbit based, very Wind of the Willows. So I think Darren would have appreciated that aspect of it, and I liked it. And to me, it was pre-daylight shows. It was like before the sun would come up, and it was probably one of my only good memories from their North Glen era.
Well, listen, fellas.
Yep, we've reached the end of another.
Boy, this show sucked. We need to bring back
Darren is literally twiddling his thumbs.
What?
I'm not saying that phrase again.
Darren's literally twiddling his thumbs because his show sucked so bad. Okay, I get it. I just said it sucked.
He stopped playing with his chewing tobacco anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we all get to play with things.
There's other things I could be fiddling with.
We're all playing with things when we do this show. That's why I do this Avatar stuff.
Everybody's hands where we can see.
Every time I move my hands in the robot, I spilled my damn everything.
Yeah,
that's a personal problem.
No, it was trying to do a show on a drum set as a robot problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, fellers, thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here, Darren. I'm sorry that Steve didn't include you in the Donald Trump skit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
But you
cry
should
myself to
probably
sleep.
be. It's just
Probably-
as well.
Yeah, probably glad he was.
I was about to say he needs to do a new one just for darn.
Yeah, there you go.
I would like to. I don't think Trump's ever apologized for anything, but I would like to
Yeah.
amend my last.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, if you haven't checked out the new Transforama, check it out. It's on my Facebook profile, and
Well, the link to the Transformer channel is in the show description, as is the link to the Apology Done YouTube page.
That's right.
And yeah, since it's relevant, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun. We got Witchy Who back, which is our old stablemate Allie. And speaking of stables, Tracy becomes a zebracorn, and Rob becomes a gargoyle, and Terry, which is me, becomes an anthro jack-o'-lantern, which is I think
Night,
it was
Wendy.
pretty fun. Night, Wendy. I think it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
But it became a chore because I only had 3 weeks to do this very involved thing, and I got it done at the nick of time today because I wanted Allie here to talk about it, and of course she canceled. So anyway, it's done. I can work on other things. Oh, and Tony, I made a 3D Jaguar XKE today. Well, or last night. Well, you saw me as that's one of my avatars with the big engine sticking out, but I actually made a stock version with the wire wheels and stretched it. I made it totally non-Hot Wheels and made it look real. So that's for another Transforama, I guess.
Cool.
And I need to think up the November Transforama. I'm thinking about making Stacy's first time. And our fan Mohammed said, because I put up a poll for one person, I said, should she be a robot for the first time or a Maserati, kind of a supercar? And he said, well, definitely the supercar. So I might go there.
Okay, we'll see you next week on the Transformer channel, and
That's right. We'll be there.
Yeah.
See you, Steve. Thanks for being here.
Always.
It wasn't as fun as last time, and it had nothing to do with Darren.
It's fun.
What?
It was fun.
It was fun. I guess you know what? We had that moment with Keaton that was like the Joker.
Yeah.
Ooh, what was there?
So
I'm about to hit the button if everybody's through. Okay.
Hey, goodbye, Wendy. See you. Happy Halloween. And I will
Happy
see
Halloween.
you November 2nd.
Live long and whatever.
Hey.
It's Griffey already left. All right. We'll see you, fellas. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Doodly
Happy
doo.
Halloween.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.